So, quick recap. Once upon a time, there was a town in Red Larch, and you all...
Town in Red Larch.
Town called Red
Inception.
Larch. Your character died.
I was going to say, man, we are starting early with that shit, huh?
And
Can I steal the life force of the character before it dies?
yes.
I loot the body.
I loot my own body. My new character that I just rolled. Yeah, so once upon a time you guys went to the town of Red Larch. There was a group of delegates. They were transporting that. You've learned they were transporting some magical artifacts, and they were all these different races: humans, elves, dwarves. Much peace and happiness reigned upon the land. And then, on their way, they got hijacked. They suddenly disappeared from their destination. You all came in, tried to solve it. You recovered one of the items that they were carrying, an amulet from a wind dungeon, with the help of this human named Alara.
I
As a matter now, she's dead.
Do we really know at this point? Yeah.
The nameless one. You recovered that with her. You went to a stone temple, and you, through negotiating help from your very best friend Paddington, you were able to recover the second part of the amulet, which immediately joined up with its first counterpart. And after having a big long fight with the person there, then you went off to the elf village where Alara was going to report back to her master about what's been going on. And when you arrived at this elf town, a lot of the delegates, or one of the kind of the elf high queen, pretty much told you guys, hey, look, somebody sold us out. And I forget her name. Let me see if I can find it. We're just going to make it up.
Let's call her Stacy.
We'll call her Sarah. Sarah told you, hey, look, I can trust you guys because you recovered some of the amulets and brought them back to us. Or actually, I don't think she knows about the amulet, but like you helped Alara get back. So she said, hey, somebody on our team sold us out. Something's going on. You went down to the humans' side, like a tavern where the humans were staying at, I think. And they were kind of acting, they didn't want anything to do. Well, actually, the humans were kind of very cloistered. The dwarves are completely living somewhere else. They don't want anything to do with anybody. They're kind of living in the slums. So, remind me. You guys talked to the humans. You went through their room. You recovered a book. You recovered a book.
You recovered
the book. And
they discovered that they don't actually seem like they're the ones messing things up as of right now. Well, they just died to whatever's messing things up because we ran over to the dwarf settlement.
That's right.
So the dwarf.
So we went to the dwarf settlement. Suddenly your two companions died as they were about to burst in. And right now you have your master's amulet.
I mean,
or your body,
master's
your body your employer's
amulet.
Your employer's amulet.
Yes.
Due to his slight indisposed nature.
I guess it's getting better now. The explosion may have.
I just really feel like I needed to take some time for me.
Does he have gray hairs now?
Yeah. He looks a lot older suddenly.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that was the dashing look these days.
Yeah. So you tested out your amulet.
Yes.
By stealing a little bit of life from people, and they would suddenly get older. What else happened last time? I think that's the long and short of it.
We found my long lost brother.
Oh
yes. That was
Nighttime butterfly.
Butterfly.
That was Iluvatar.
Are you seeing this on your head?
Louis Vuitton.
Is he still alive?
Louis Vuitton.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Salam is the queen. I had it written down.
Really? Salami is the queen?
Salam.
Salami.
I've heard it both ways.
Yeah, I mean it's a pronunciation thing. Yeah, Iluvatar is the elf.
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, and it turns out it's your long lost brother from the same mother, right?
But I'm half elf, half orc.
Yeah, so
That
you're
was
half
the
elf,
big,
half orc. You're
that
not
was
even.
the big reveal.
There's no. Yeah, it was a huge plot twist.
Which I proved by singing the lullaby that she used to sing to me. Night, night, butterfly.
Brother. Yeah. So, I have kashi bars up there if people get hungry.
Well, we got, cheese
we have
coming.
some calories on the way.
Some calories.
Remember those from Five Stars?
Huh? These are the best. That's where I got addicted to them.
Yeah, I got
And
addicted
stole
to
200.
Brazil, so...
Yeah. It's actually just his supply
Yeah.
from 5 stars.
Yeah, it's just literally just.
Every time you took one, you took two.
Yeah, it's just like a slow, steady progress.
Yeah.
I have a stockpile of over 5,000.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Over 9,000. So, the humans convinced you all to join them in their hunt for these dwarvish people who have been out of the city. They've had nothing to do. Very gruff with the elves. They've had nothing to do. Wanted very little to do with this delegate. They were kind of forced into it, and very reluctantly agreed to be delegates. And now, oh look, one of their guys has suddenly disappeared. One of their kings, who was the delegate, and they're pretty pissed. So you, the humans, have kind of brought you to their lair. You all were running through. So the city is the elven city is very nice, even though it's an outpost. Very, very beautiful. Lots of ornate buildings. But once you kind of stepped outside into the slums, it got kind of smelled a little bit bad. It smells a little bit like pee out there.
Smells like home.
Smells like San Francisco.
everyone.
Buildings are shorter, a lot more like hovels and stuff, and the roads aren't paved, so you guys are running through puddles, stuff like that, trying to get to the dwarven thing. You're led by the two humans, which was Alara and her master Owenson. And as you reached the door to where the dwarves were found, because they were actually looking, the humans were looking for leads to where the dwarves were actually posting up, because no one was really sure where they were staying. So as they rushed to where they knew the dwarves would be, suddenly I forget who sensed it, but some people sensed that there was some sort of magical construct getting unleashed. Both the humans' throats kind of opened up. They collapsed to the ground, bleeding.
So they're not totally dead, they're just...
So yeah, their
dead.
throats had both been... So pretty much you guys are running down the street toward there's maybe 3 or 4 houses away from where you have discovered the dwarves to be hiding out. Maybe about 10 feet in front of you, Alara and her...
Save them.
Yeah, Alara and
Or
her
better
than misery.
leader.
I can... I
Oh,
won't
they
say...
died that
You don't have to say me that twice. So I'm putting them...
Their necks burst open with blood. Boom, they hit the ground.
Okay, I'm finishing them.
That's all y'all have seen so far.
Go over and shank them a couple times.
Yeah, I'm stealing the life or something like that.
Alright, so then you say, yes, Master, we are very happy to resolve what little remains. And,
I have to use spells that way.
and all of a sudden, you all notice that suddenly the corpse just kind of closing on themselves and just turn to skin and bone and almost dust.
What?
Nice.
I thought we
Cleaning
said...
supplies.
Was that you? I thought we talked about
No,
not
that's
killing...
okay. You didn't want to save them.
I forgot. Do we know?
Roll
we
inside,
know
roll
about this?
deception.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember we had to tell him not to kill anyone. Oh, yeah. Right.
I have to open my...
Watch the back of your laptop in that wine glass.
Oh, yeah.
I've done that too many times to count, where you're just like, oh, we should open it up.
Deception.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Did you get some backpacks this year?
No. No, we got, a book and some other
18.
not that great stuff.
18, okay. What did you get on your insight check?
Oh, we're all doing
Because
insight
you're trying to
checks?
test it, you're testing him to see if he's telling the truth. So you're just
Oh.
I'm not with them.
Let me see what is
I don't-
insight.
these guys.
No, I think I'm in a different... I was flanking. I was like, I don't want to
Yeah, you're so
trudge
you're
up the
I
main
got
path where
14.
necks are
What did you get?
bursting. I went
18.
Yeah.
I went the
I want
non-neck
to go the other
bursty
side,
way.
so you
You
juke
see,
to
that's
a side
lovely.
a side
Also spell.
passage.
Like, the drawing spell that opens their throat.
You
It's
beat
also
me fair
cleaning
and
supplies.
Alright. So, wait, so we heard...
So here you are. I'll draw a little map for you. So there's house, and then the dwarvish house here. And so I'm guessing that you all, so Alara and her kind friend died. Actually, they died a little bit further back and dead right here. And you all are back around here. And then it sounds like you're flanking
on the other street.
Yeah, you're flanking on the side street.
And this is the house where we know the dwarves are at.
That's true. Yeah.
And somebody sent some like chanting or something, right? I feel like I remember that.
Yeah, you guys felt magic getting kind of summoned and used.
Okay, so let's see who summoned that and who's this?
Okay.
No, they should be empty.
So now the two bodies have suddenly shriveled, and it's
Let's go there.
Should you go to the house?
Maybe
I'm
someone's,
gonna
sneaky can look
Yeah,
at
I'm gonna
it
sneak.
before the whole group go there.
I'll stay outside with my axe.
I'll on my little flank route out there.
Okay.
I will slowly, carefully approach the house.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
I'm generally feeling pretty depressed after being separated from my long lost friend, and I am completely uninterested in whatever's going on in this house. I'm pouting. Is
Pouting
basically
in the
what I'm
corner.
doing. Yeah,
Confirmed.
100%.
I'll hang out with
Can I stealth? Do I sneak stealth?
Are you sneaking up to actually look in the windows?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is it? So we can go around the house, all around it.
Yeah.
Pretty great improv.
I know.
What number is
What can I
that?
say?
What is
Next
the
to
little
Bailey.
star?
Oh, that's 20. Not 20.
Nat
So
20.
you're stealth.
Okay.
Nice.
He actually knew that. I was just like, oh, what's the T0?
I have all these cards. It's like the 10 and then the J and then the Q and then
Yeah.
weird.
They're all the
It's like
same
they go all
symbol.
it's so funny. Is this a matching game?
Aren't they all hard?
So
Yeah, I like
that's
matching.
a 9 because the dots are the bottom.
What's this
Okay.
meta game?
Okay.
It's hard to see on that
This is
one.
very difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can. I wish I need to get one more light back there.
What
But
is this? 12?
12?
6 plus, yeah, 12 total.
So you successfully walk to the back of the building. You, as you're running up, you hear voices say, "Oh, good, they're outside," and you hear the door handle start to open.
I'm
Because
gonna,
you came up here, right? You're like kind of up in
yeah,
this
I'm gonna
area.
hide behind the house.
Can I grab
Alright,
her
so
and like pull her into the
athletics
bush?
check. Okay,
Can I grab her?
you can assist her.
I'll assist.
So we see them.
Athletics check?
I
Athletics?
think you roll a d6 as assist, right?
Oh, I don't know.
So,
What is it?
if you're assisting, then that person generally gets advantage on the.
Okay, then yeah, you can assist her with advantage.
So it's my roll with count.
Wait, why don't you roll a
So, and when you assist that person, you generally don't roll for the assistance. That person rolls 2d20s.
Got it.
Okay, so you give her advantage.
So it's just advantage.
Does it work if 2 people assist? Do you roll 3 times?
You generally can't have more than one person assist.
13. Yeah,
Plus
13 plus 5 is 18.
Alright, so you're able to jerk your way out of the door. You see one of the dwarfs you recognize from the enclave that you all visited earlier in the kind of capital city area. Big guy, he like looks around and he sees the two bodies and he immediately waves to his companions and he's like, "Oh, I don't believe." And you can't really hear what they're saying, and you just see them grab Alara and Owens and drag them inside. They drag their corpses inside. And all y'all who's standing in the street should stealth.
Oh, am I in the
They
street?
don't
I'm in the bush,
you're in the
right?
street.
Oh.
Or weren't you?
I thought I
Or
grabbed
she
you.
dragged her
She-
off.
she-
Okay.
yeah,
While
we're hiding in the
while
bush.
they're, I'm still stealthed, right?
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
can't.
they can't see you.
What can I see
were
inside the
in-
building?
So you look inside, you see kind of very simple, like dwarvish style accommodations. Big pot in the center of the room, fire going beneath it, bubbling something, stew or whatever. A couple of beds, very, very basic. So it almost looks like a hostel, bunk beds, but it's like very, very sparse for somebody who was like royalty. But you don't, but that's all you see. You don't see any signs of any magical stuff that from your arcane knowledge, you know that in order to cast a spell to rip someone's throat out, you would need some sort of like magical accoutrement. You don't see any of that.
He's
in that.
familiar with that spell, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it with
That's how my
yourself.
grandfather died.
Yeah. Experimentation for loss.
On himself.
Yeah. So you just see very simple accommodations. No sign of the spell.
So remind me how or where
You went to the elf capital.
Okay, and there's dwarves in the elf capital.
Yeah, because they're all part of the delegates. So pretty much what happened
This
is
is the leaders who sent each
after the
delegate.
delegates disappeared, all the leaders came in to like this kind of nearby capital,
Got it.
and they're saying like, "Hey, somebody betrayed us. Somebody sold us out. What's going on?"
Got it. And
Yeah,
so
and
That's what we
then
done
you're
now.
trying to find
and
out.
so
what's
are
going
we
on.
suspicious of these dwarves?
Yes.
You are definitely because the humans who you realize were on the level ended up saying, "Hey, we think these guys are up to something."
Well, if people suggested that somebody was up to something, I trust these
Right.
dwarves wholeheartedly.
But
There was,
I believe it's the
there was a
humans.
spell
But
on them
then
that I
two
couldn't
They're
work.
humans
dead.
died,
Their
though.
necks burst open from magic.
So they're dead. Great.
So it wasn't
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
There was
And
also
then,
We
like,
can safely
the
say
kill
it.
was confirmed by magical sources that we
Also,
are
we had
unaware of.
we had a truth spell.
Oh
and
yeah.
the
That's
truth
Oh, right.
spell. I think
Are
it was
there-
on the humans.
Are
Yeah.
there any
Please.
are there any gnomes that were part of this delegation?
No.
There were not.
There was one very short.
Nobody cares about the gnomes.
Well, because I speak gnomish and I was going to weasel my way in and get some information.
You could try with the dwarves.
I
mean,
the
I-
dwarves would speak
They
They
English
generally don't
because
like
they-
each other.
Oh, I don't know nothing
Yeah, but
about
that wouldn't
the,
help. I mean,
that
Lore.
population.
Oh, by the way, I got a
Who's the best
6 on my
those
stealth.
people.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
But I'm chilling near Zoga, so I'm
So
good.
you guys are further back. So
you want to fight them?
the
or
streets are pretty
burn the
quiet.
house?
But
Investigate
you
it first.
like I kind of like look at them. You see one of them meets your eyes as he's dragging the body back in, and he hesitates. And he says, "You didn't see nothing."
And I'll play it off like I'm drunk. Nothing at all. Yep, just cruising on through.
Doing some spice.
All right, roll persuasion. They believe that you're really cruising on through. I guess they're gonna believe it. I rolled it.
That is a 16.
Okay. Just gives you like the look, and he just like drags the body inside.
Get home safe.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Bye, guys. Yeah, like
Let's burn the
they
house
wouldn't recognize
and wait
you
them
because
at
you
the
weren't
outside.
there in the delegation, so they wouldn't recognize you. Yeah, go ahead. What's that?
I'm saying to the group, let's burn then start fire on the house and wait them outside, and so we can just catch them.
Oh,
Smoke them out is
interesting.
what you're saying.
Exactly.
This actually sounds like a pretty good idea.
It could work.
Actually sounds better than
Distract
going in.
them,
Yeah.
Which is what I was thinking of doing. That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
So do some,
So,
All right.
how
someone
certain are we that these are our guys? Before we just start,
Yeah,
before we just start burning down dwarf houses here.
I hadn't considered
questions.
that. I hadn't considered
They
that.
said
we
That's
some
the
don't
kind
magic
of question
coming
you
from
ask
them, right?
after you catch one.
I mean,
We just kill everyone.
if they don't want to
Okay.
kill us
What?
now, they're going to want to kill us after
Hear me out.
this.
Hear me out. Set it on fire.
It's true.
We stay back, and then
It
they come
wasn't our
rushing out of the house.
fault.
We
Yeah.
run up and we saw the fire. We wanted to help.
Okay, can you like, I don't know, prestidigitate some like pails of water for us to make it look like we're helping put out the fire?
Yes, I can do that.
We're the good guys in this scenario.
Oh, we brought the water, and it doesn't actually
We're like the
work.
actual warriors.
I could also spend a level 3 spell. Oh, one
That's-
second. There's
And-
something. There's something.
No,
I need
it's
to
something-
say.
Anything that starts with I could spend a
Hello?
level 3 spell is an immediate yes for me.
I want to
Yeah,
say
I
that
think
too.
he's probably going
On
to say
the,
unseen servant to go in.
Are you on the main
Yeah.
street or the side street right now?
Oh, I'm so happy.
TV tray for the pizza.
Huh?
Well, I can. I'll move over there because I don't need a tray anymore.
So do you think you have a fire spell?
I have a torch.
I have.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
Why did I
Yeah,
choose
well,
the
of
stupid
course.
lightning breath? It's the least useful one.
I'm asking the necklace how
Unless
much
they're covered in
Power
water and
is
it's
use
raining.
if I want like a fireball or something.
Go to the water.
I just need to get them to go to the pool.
So
Yeah.
you talk to the
To the
girls
local
and
Y.
Relaxing day by the
a
pool.
slight ball of fire. I think we have enough sufficiently saved up. So.
Yeah, but how much can I like spend per human, for example?
Well, we have perhaps one life within us with the shambles that you fed us. So we
I
suppose
sucked like 2.5 at least.
they were dying, sir. It's hardly what we call a feast. We suppose that
Hard work, no?
we could use perhaps half of our store to create a ball of fire, so.
Okay, I see.
Now that I'm already stealthed, am I able to peer in the window and
Yeah,
try and
yeah, you can peer in the window.
Alright.
So you look in the window, you see very similar to what Hypochondrius. Yeah, Hypochondrius observed. Simple beds, big color in the middle, but now you can see the dwarves dragging the bodies in. You can't hear anything, but you see that they're examining it. They're going through the bodies, searching the pockets, even though like the corpse is like deflated, the clothes are still intact. So they're going through the bodies and searching the pockets and they're like looking for something pretty obviously.
The bodies of who?
Oh, the bodies of
Laura
Laura
Johnson,
and
and her boss. Can I hear anything? Are they saying anything?
You can't. The walls are too thick. Unless you like press your ear against the window, you might be able to hear something.
The big ear appears. In the window.
But that would be a big stealth check for you.
Yeah.
Is it the moon?
Yeah. Unless you have a skill or some magical ability that
So
lets
what's
you
your
have
spell?
increased perception.
about?
That might
I
be
do
good.
have my animal
What's your
talking
spell
ability,
about?
and I do feel like listening
I
to some
can
animals
blink.
do some funny voices.
I enter an ethereal plane for like.
Ah,
a minute
yes.
I don't
at a
think my
time.
wolf
can-
is very stealthy.
You can blink and listen to them.
A wolf would be stealthy,
The,
but
the
it's
only
out of
problem being
place.
it's a
So,
level
like,
3
a wolf in the
slot,
middle of, like,
and I only have 3 of those, but that's okay, maybe.
Something where you'd be rolling at disadvantage.
Yeah. If I had like a rat or something or a cat.
Yeah.
Do you
But
take
I
somewhere?
can't. So
Oh, I smell it.
can I? Are there any
Plate
animals?
somewhere that I can grab.
Oh yeah, right above the microwave are the plates.
I hate when I find something on Google and then Facebook immediately starts showing ads for it.
Let's see.
I'm thinking about some. Like,
So do you want to
big
blink
metal
or-
poster-
What's the group think?
They're trying to figure out what they do inside the house.
Yeah.
Because I could like shift into the ethereal plane and then go check it out.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Unless
cool.
unless there's like somebody who can stealth in and do it better.
Yeah, I think I.
So you're gonna go to the ethereal plane and
Blink.
listen in on what's going on. Okay.
I can't unless there's somebody who can stealth it better.
Uh,
It's a level 3 slot, so like
Yeah.
a non-level 3 slot option is good, but it works.
I mean, how far is the night in the story?
The night?
Yeah.
It's in terms of time of day.
Yes.
It's about midnight now.
So
it's pretty
you're
dark.
going to long rest soon anyway.
Okay.
Also, when can we swap
Well, we'll
out
see about
spells?
that. What's that?
After a long rest.
after a long rest.
Yeah,
Like,
you said after a
technically,
long rest.
you could have a
Technically, I
long
could
rest.
have. Did we long rest in between?
You did not since your last session. So whatever you have right now.
So I think my animal talking thing was a spell, and I don't have it right now. So.
Okay.
Adam, are you fine with me switching?
Yes, that's why I moved over.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Can somebody put these just on the central
Fancy.
table? This is the.
Is it
Do you wanna? Can I
like
trade you for
cinnamon
this?
sticks or something?
I have
Yeah,
How
that's
many of them there are?
table transfers. I wish my
I'll
house
put them
was
on
like,
mine just because it's
cute
central. I
little
just,
house.
Yeah,
you
just
know,
to keep it safe.
No,
Sure.
no problem. No reason. No.
Yeah.
Ulterior
Nothing to see
motive.
here. Nothing to see here.
Sorry for the delay.
How dare you?
Equal. I will give you 2 slices, 1 slice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get some wine. Someone wants some red?
I'll get
Some
some
red.
red actually. I'll come up.
Thank you.
I'll let you guys. It's always good to give about 5-10 minutes to get the food situated.
It's fine.
Everyone has way more fun, full
Oh
bellies.
my gosh. I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah, see? Ah, beautiful.
Here's an
I have
napkin.
an apple. Oh, good.
I'll make it drink properly.
Also, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, garlic things. Can I have one?
Yeah,
Yes,
go for it.
we
Do
will-
it. Do it.
Please.
Do it. Do it.
I do not need them.
A piece of garlicky something. Yes,
Put mine.
Thank you.
I might as well try. Can my wolf hear anything?
So you turn into a wolf, or do you have a wolf?
I have a wolf. That is my
That's right.
hunter's companion.
And you can communicate with it to where its perceptions are yours. For the sake of it, we'll say sure.
But I should probably
Yes.
figure out like.
No, I'm gonna crawl. That's probably safer.
Wow, those are good. Good gracious. There's cheese in the middle.
Oh god.
Amazing.
I've worked legs today at the gym and this
Oh, leg day.
Oh
Yep.
no.
It's the worst.
Well, you can pat yourself on the back, 'cause at least you don't skip leg day. I am very prone to skip leg day.
No, it hurts because I always skip leg day.
Oh,
and today
yeah.
was an exception. Alright, I'll start here. I'll start here.
So Twitch, do you want to see
Okay.
a dancing baby?
There it is. Oh look, I found my background, Jeff.
It's so cute.
I found my
Oh,
background.
nice. Awesome.
Take that with me.
It's got some moves.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I like it.
Okay.
Alright, so your wolf listens in.
I
Better
can't
dancer
tell. I
than
can't
me.
tell if I can.
Sorry?
Better dancer than me already.
Yeah.
I don't think
JC,
it
you know
can
anything
like.
about that? If her wolf can listen on her behalf.
Like, can it communicate thoughts with me?
So
You have animal talking too.
So familiars can. I don't think your pet can.
Like, it's not a pet. It's my like
Animal companion.
Yeah.
But if she has animal talking as well.
I don't
could-
currently have that spell. So like,
Oh, you
So
don't.
Oh.
for your familiar, you don't have to talk.
For your familiar, you don't. But
Yes.
it's not a familiar.
Exactly.
Because
that makes
familiars
sense.
are like magical.
This is
beings.
just like a normal.
She's not a companion.
Whoa.
Do you have a
Is it the same
massive.
Yeah, it's giant.
That's not enough dipping sauce for an entire platter of.
6 bars.
Anybody help yourself to any of this because I will have a bite of each and that's it. Wait, April, did I take one of yours?
Okay. So,
Yeah, you
so
did.
you can or
Fine.
cannot talk to your wolf?
Yeah, you took one of mine.
No, I think it's mine with something.
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
Remember? Alright, so.
So, your wolf listens in and he's like, yeah.
So, what do you want to spend your spell, or do you want to keep it for the
I
offensive?
think we
Sure.
should. We should be
Alright.
sure that.
I'll do it.
ones.
So I'll blink, and
Yeah,
that
so
puts
you
me
can-
on an ethereal plane for 1 minute.
Okay, and then you can walk anywhere, transport anywhere.
Yeah, I can walk anywhere. I can see and hear everything. I think only other beings on the ethereal plane would actually see me.
So that means you can
Okay.
go anywhere.
So double checking.
That's
um,
nice.
Yeah. That's really nice.
When it says roll, oh, I have to roll 11 or higher. Like this is for in turns, but I assume it still applies, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I have to roll 11 or higher.
I would love some.
I can see and hear the plane I originated from, which is casting shades of gray. I can't see more than 60 feet away. I can only effectively be affected by other creatures on the ethereal plane. Creatures that aren't there can't perceive you or interact with you unless they have the ability to do so.
Okay. Cool. So you shudder, transport into the ethereal plane. The building's walls fade away, kind of get dimmer. Inside the building, the figures glow as white light. You kind of feel this, like almost like you're wearing a really tight shirt or something, like where your skin kind of feels compressed. You see on the ethereal plane these figures, like the dwarves, kind of in these gray shades, but above you, you see this bright silver circle that seems to be touching your plane in a more fundamental way, and another figure. And that figure turns their head to you and runs off. And jumps over the building and disappears.
Like beyond what we could catch.
Well, you just see them start running. You can try to stop them or whatever. For the next few seconds, you have like
But they're on the ethereal plane.
no, they're not the ethereal
But
plane.
they
They're
saw
like,
me.
They're,
They
they're
have the-
bordering it. They're a little closer.
So-
They're a little bit
so-
more concrete than the rest of the people.
Second floor or one of the above floors.
It's on the roof. So it's like these like old buildings that have like the kind of the mud huts with like a
Yeah.
functional roof. Yeah.
So on the roof, scattered dwarves in a bright circle.
So inside are the dwarves. On the roof is just one person whose race you cannot define because they're kind of blurred because they're a little bit brighter because they're in your plane in some way, and a bright circle.
So they looked at you and they started running.
Yeah,
Okay.
and noticed that he was able to observe their presence and turned.
Chase.
I message one of the party. I message one
Okay.
person, let them know I saw a
Chase
figure
him.
running, and note the direction it's in, and I start running after it.
Okay, so you all suddenly hear I saw a figure running, and you kind of get like a little like map in your mind of like the buildings and like a line that points to where this person's headed.
I take off.
Okay, you start running after the person.
Yeah.
Quietly. Me too. I'll go with.
Roll stealth. And then, okay, so the person is about 10-15 feet ahead of y'all, ducking through buildings, moving very, very quickly. You're running after it. You're the closest. So who else is running? Who else is making pursuit?
Nope.
No?
Yeah, I'm
You're
staying too.
Yep.
You're staying.
Sticking with Zuga.
You're staying. Okay, so you three stay.
And us three are running.
Split the
Yeah.
party.
Always a good
I
idea.
like that.
Let's start burning the house.
I have the
Gotta-
tank and the
So
healer.
you're gonna start running the house.
My
I mean, it's
For stealth, I got 24.
Nice. I have a
So the figure doesn't know you're coming, but it's still running because it knows it is being pursued by someone.
But nobody else notices me, right?
Yeah, nobody else notices you. You're able to duck through the crowds, duck through the buildings, get over them, and follow this fleeing figure. They're a little further away, so you're probably the closest. Hypochondrius. So you just see their outline juking through the building in front of you. They're maybe about 10 feet away. You have to make an athletics or an acrobatics to try to catch up with them and close the gap.
Can one of you pass me the D20? Is
I
that
got
it?
one here.
Is that it? I got it. I think it's a D20. Yeah.
Can I see the figure?
It didn't go so hot.
So how'd you get?
3.
All right. So you dive. You dive after this person, but all those days in the lab just didn't make you the most. Let's say you're not like a star football player, you know.
No. More of a like
Just
a more of like
like
a brunch attendee kind of.
Yeah, you're a brunch guy. You're a brunch
Yeah.
guy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love that part of town. But
Almost mimosas.
you dive after this person, arms reaching out. You're able to close a few feet, but you stumble. Hand hits the ground. The fleeing figure continues to run. Give me a perception check.
It's gonna be much better. 25.
Okay. So in the midst of that sprinting moment, you're able to tell that this is not a dwarf that's running away, it's actually an elf, but you're not able to see their face.
Am I able to cast prestidigitation to create a flash of light near them? Or,
Yeah, feel free.
Alright, I cast prestidigitation to
So
flash a light in front of their face.
Is that a
At a
cantrip or a
distance.
spell?
Cantrip.
they're facing away from you. So you cast the flash of light, you just see them lit suddenly in silhouette,
Are
but
they
sadly
running in a
they're still
Are they
facing
running in
the
a
opposite
straight
way.
line?
Yeah, they're running in a straight line through the buildings, back towards the Capitol. So they kind of
Can I try and head them off? Because I'm still chasing.
yeah. Because they're coming pretty much straight this way back towards the Capitol, because this is like out of the city, in towards the city. They're going straight back towards the Capitol. So you started here, so you're probably going to have a tough time. You're going to have to make a really good athletics roll to head them off, because you're going to run really fast.
Can we see them?
I
We
have
can
pretty
see them,
high
right?
athletics.
Because you're chasing as well, right? Yeah, so you can see.
Can I try and do an athletics roll?
Yeah,
Wait,
feel free.
even with dark vision, I'm not able to see them when they turn around.
Well, because they haven't turned
Roll.
around, they've just been running straight away. So you've only seen the back of their head so far.
I had a bad roll, so no.
So yeah. So
were we
this
able to
person's
tell
here.
if this person is taller or shorter than me?
Taller.
And how far away are they from where we are right now? Are they within
you all are a little
150
further back. You're about 20 feet away, still in pursuit. He is on the ground now,
Okay.
slipping away.
20 feet is...
So you probably both have just like leapt over Hypochondrius is like shooting a fire, like a light out. But
Okay.
that's pretty much it.
Can I cast spike growth around them to try and stop them from moving?
You may.
Which has a range of 150, so I think that's fine.
Yeah.
And then if they continue to move, they'll take 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet.
Okay.
How does this work again? In, like, out of combat? Do I just roll for...
Yeah, just roll attack, and then it'll be like an initiation.
Oh, it's gonna initiate combat.
It'll initiate like sort of combat. Yeah, like you
Perfectly clear and not at all.
You don't want your
Don't worry.
custom.
Hmm?
You don't want your custom.
Yeah,
How'd you know?
Can we
it'll
consult?
initiate combat for you all.
I'm gonna see where
but
this leaves me.
the personal.
If it feels good, do it.
Do
Alright,
it. Do
I'm
it.
gonna do it. I'm gonna
At
do
least,
it.
at least take one. So, so take that one.
Like that one?
Yeah.
I know it's kind of weird.
Do I add
No,
anything
you're
to
good.
this? I
Oh,
forgot.
your
They're
spell
dodges.
modifier, spell attack modifier.
Oh, okay. That's a 20.
All right, so it hits. So you get a. So it wraps like cords around their feet. Is that what?
There's just spikes in the area around. I don't think it directly
And it's
damages
a-
them
okay.
unless they move into the spikes.
So you put it in front of them, I guess.
It surrounds. It's a
Okay, you surround them. So suddenly a set of spikes goes up around this person. They keep running and take 2d4 damage.
for every 5 feet.
Okay. So how big is this range of spikes?
20 feet. 20-foot radius.
All right, so they're just gonna keep running through it. So you can do
So-
what? 8d4 damage.
Okay.
But it will slow them
I don't
down.
have a
So
D4.
like all your moves to try to stop this person will be an advantage. So they're slowed, wounded, running through the spikes. So that every other attempt to stop this person will be an advantage.
Okay.
I do not have a D4.
We neither of us has a D4.
Oh, yeah, I got
so-
you.
Yeah.
Oh, just got
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. So 8 of them.
Yeah, just roll 8 times.
2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 4, 1.
21. Okay, so it takes 20 points of piercing damage. So you see the figure stumble, but they just plow their way through the spikes that have risen up out of the
Can
ground.
I yell, like, stop, we don't want to hurt you more?
So you yell after them.
Yeah.
So
stop,
yeah, so
we
the
don't...
person you see the person turn. Go ahead and roll me perception.
Should this?
But it's because they're still far
That's
away.
a nat 20.
Nice.
So you recognize a familiar face. The face of Iluvatar as he
Louis
runs.
Vuitton. My brother?
As he runs out back towards the capital.
It's your brother.
As I'm running next to you. Can I run, now that he's at disadvantage, can I catch up to him?
You can try. You can roll a dice to try. Just because
Again?
you're at advantage.
What type of creature is he?
Elf.
Elf. So you
Or
should,
so we think.
You should have more movement speed than he does.
Yeah. He's a human, right? My
You're
movement
at
speed's
something.
40 feet.
And
Elves
the
get what?
elves would probably normally be
Elves are
30.
some shady shit.
Alright, there you go. You're gaining on 10 feet, 10 feet per.
So what do I have to roll? Athletics again?
Yeah.
18?
Okay, so you are able to catch up through Iluvatar's wounds.
There's more pizza too.
Yeah. So you're able to close the gap, and you're just within reach distance. You both are pretty much neck and neck now, and you see just blood kind of coming out of his feet from where he ran through the spikes, stumbling, but he's still running.
Does he see me?
You're right up next to him, so he knows you're there, but he's just still going.
He's like, brother! Why are you running from me?
He's gonna make a spell attack on you.
Okay.
Ooh,
Bring it, dude.
so
Sibling
there's a
fight.
20.
That's good.
There's a 20 hit.
Red.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no,
then he's gonna stretch out his hand
Red
and
attack.
My heart is broken right now.
That's what's happening. He's gonna shatter your heart, literally.
I know. I believe it.
you
Yeah,
take,
surprised that nothing.
Take the rest.
you take 18 points of lightning damage. So he stretches his hand out behind you.
Now I'm
Bolts of
pissed.
lightning just rip out from his hand, and
Now I'm
knock
pissed
you out.
and I
think
want to
we're
murder
going
him.
to have to kill him and steal the life force of him.
Now I want to murder him.
Yeah, me too.
I enter a rage.
Alright.
We have confirmed. Adam
I
is
like
12.
that.
We have confirmed.
Grow up.
You like that?
Uh-huh.
I got the very phallic back massager from Schubert.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Oh, that's the one from the
Well, no,
office.
I bought the same type.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, he literally stole one from the office.
You want some?
Everyone's been like, where is it? I've never...
It did go missing for a while.
Think of it, I haven't seen it since Jeffrey left.
Yeah.
Since I left. No, I got one on Amazon.
Well,
I have
I'm
the
gonna have
purchase
one of them.
history to prove
Me
it.
too.
Sure.
Me too.
Grab the
Because
rest.
my receipts. My receipts. Okay, so you take 18 points of lightning damage.
No, I'm pissed.
Okay, it's on you. And actually, you roll initiative. You
I
all,
can't believe I'm fighting my brother right now.
you see
Oh,
the
don't kill your
dwarves
brother.
pull something out of the pocket,
How did we just
and they immediately start heading out in the other direction. They pull something out of I think Owenson's pocket, the guy that's like Alara's boss. They take something out of his pocket. You can't hear what they're saying if you guys haven't been looking at it. You see them bust out of the
Okay.
door and immediately start heading also for the capital, but through a different route. So they're kind of going this way, back towards the capital, and they're going through like the side
Should we
streets.
I
follow
rolled
them or go into the house?
I
The
rolled a
amulets say that I
19.
can steal from afar.
Pardon me?
The amulets say that we can steal from afar the life force.
Yeah, you
How
can. You can
difficult is
steal
it?
it from a range.
Okay.
Wait, do we know that the doors are bad?
They have.
Well, they did drag some
Well,
bodies.
no, the elf is
I mean,
doing something
as soon as they
shady
saw
too.
something strange, they left. And they
You
fly.
are much more liberal with your life stealing than I was.
Yeah, no, he's
You only killed a
pure
sheep.
evil.
I killed a sheep and you guys almost went fucking ham on me. He's out here like,
I had
hey, can I kill that guy? Can I kill it? From range? Can I kill that guy from
I
range?
had to
Yeah.
have a serious talk with him last time and be like, dude, you need to calm your shit down.
These are super good.
I think I
No.
yeah,
You're not there now.
I know. I had to be like, hey, dude, you're
You
using
can
the
also
power
claim
too
your
much.
amulet back from your, from your employee.
You know, I haven't seen him do anything yet
Yes.
that would warrant me wanting it back. He's holding it for safekeeping.
Yeah.
Now, if he decides to...
I mean, Alara's body suddenly shrunk to dust.
I mean,
so-
if he decides to just start offing people left and right, maybe we'll have to have a talk. We'll have to
Yeah.
renegotiate our contract.
Yeah, okay.
But,
Okay.
We need to
Okay.
talk about the killings.
yeah.
My initiative
Can you,
was,
can you please take a seat?
Things I want to have happen in one-on-one.
This is a.
my
Just
initiative,
me.
I
Is
rolled
it a
a
mental version?
Jack right. My initiative was 19.
Okay, your initiative is 19.
16 for me.
Nat 1.
Oh wait, no, 13. Sorry.
Did we decide if we're following?
That's okay.
I'll
because
go
on
sometime
initiative
next
it doesn't
year.
count.
So they're in like a separate combat.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I
actually,
just
the
did we
second-
decide
Up to
if
you
we're
guys. You
following?
just let me know.
Are we following or are we going to the house?
I want to stop at least one of them.
Alright.
So I'm trying to steal the life of.
You can go in the house and
One.
we can try to stop one.
Okay, so you're gonna steal
Split
life
the
of one of the
party
dwarves
again.
and you like completely
I
kill
don't want to go in
them.
the house. I mean,
Yeah, I feel like they...
no, let him be slowed down.
I want to figure out if they're good or bad.
Crippled, I guess.
Crippled, old.
Maybe
I mean,
Alright.
they killed humans,
What
so.
are we gonna do? We need
Yeah.
help. And we could be just trying to...
Enough so I can catch him and.
Okay, so then you reach out to the and say, yes, sir, how can we help you?
Last one is you if you want it.
Yeah, I want to stop that guy. Still a bit of his life first so I can catch him easily.
Perhaps we can remove his legs. And you see suddenly the dwarf's legs just turn into dust.
What?
And the guy
gosh.
just like collapses, torso only. Just
And, okay,
You're
I'll
a
just look up
monster.
and be like, is that you?
Nice! And you just laugh.
No.
Are you trying to tell me that you've been holding on to me this entire time? You can just zap people's legs away. We've been sitting here like chumps fighting things left and right. And you can
Right.
just make legs disappear.
Yeah, right.
Things we learn.
I agree with you. That's a
I
good
mean,
tool.
by all means, this seems
Now we can ask
fantastic.
questions.
I agree. I mean, I don't think he's going anywhere. I mean, do we? He's pretty safe right there, right? If we want to go investigate inside.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to go
Yeah, he
to the
looks
house.
pretty
So
guilty.
what
I don't
do
think
they
he has
do
a
with
leg to stand
their
on.
companion?
so they see their friend, they see their friend fall. The other two immediately turn around and try to like grab him and lift him up and get him away.
That'd be so much more difficult if they didn't have any arms. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Oh my god.
You're just gonna turn him.
Dismembering everyone
Can
who
I remove the lanes of all of them?
And I'm a bad guy somehow.
So you
know.
can try, but you'll hear your amulet say, "Ah, sir, but we're getting very hungry, sir."
Yeah, but can you steal the life force of like half of them and
So roll persuasion.
Do you want me to go on contact? Or
Huh?
I can try to go on contact if it's so that.
To go on contact.
I'll just say this, okay? You seem to have this all completely under control. I'm going to go investigate inside. Don't mind me. Whatever you feel is necessary to do, I trust your judgment. And I'll go
That
inside.
sounds like a mistake. But okay.
You,
So-
by all means, you can stay with him, but I'm not going to be liable for any of this
Okay.
shit.
Exactly.
So
I
I
don't
mean,
trust
it's,
the plan.
if you do that for me, I'll let you like finish them later once I'm done interrogating them.
We will hold you to your word, sir.
This doesn't seem safe. Watch, these guys are like the one key to unraveling this
Did I
mystery.
let you
I
He's
know,
like,
that
"Oh,
always
don't
happens.
worry."
I never let you go, and I've even fed you. So
Fed us scraps, son, like dogs at the table.
I'm sorry, that's not easy in the city.
Understandable, son.
How did you pretty? Okay, let's do that, and let's talk later on. How
Alright,
to
roll me
better.
persuasion.
The arms and limbs that you removed, are they bleeding to
They're
death
like
right now, or
cauterized,
is it?
cauterized. So it's
they're
like very
cauterized?
much just like their skin just like shriveled up.
Okay.
It's turned to dust. pretty
Persuasion,
much.
Yeah, it
I
seems
got 15.
Yeah.
15. Alright, so they say we will have a dessert, sir. We will take the rest after you finish. And you see suddenly just the dwarves just collapse, and this kind of like wave of dust
That's fine.
that goes out after them.
How many
They're
dwarves
just
are
like
there?
three dwarves. And these are the three leaders of the delegates.
Oh.
You're just
Wait, I didn't know these were leaders. Damn it.
You didn't
Okay, these are the dwarves. These are the guys
Did
you
you
recognize.
just shrivel the king of dwarves?
Wow.
Wait.
You-
Okay,
Can we
so we
not-
can back out.
Can we
can back
not
out here.
attack the delegates and
I
the
would've-
So you
people?
recognize them all from the people who were
We are best
in the
become the
tents.
evil
So
people.
these are all the same people you saw that the Elven Queen said that she distrusted. And this is like Athos was the dwarven leader, so it's Athos is leading them. One of his
I think it's
companions
definitely
That's
fell,
what I said.
Yes.
and then one of his
Definitely
other
a high elf.
companions is up
And she
running.
probably has resting bitch face.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now
Most
you can
elves
call
do.
the dwarves.
So we'll let you
Yeah.
we'll retcon there.
Yes.
So we'll say okay. Yeah. So you know that these are the guys you saw. I mean, and they're under suspects because the Queen of the Elves said that something funky was going on.
But
You don't know anything about the identity of the person. You think it's the dwarf still that has done whatever's happened.
But they were accomplices. I mean,
Huh?
they were with the. I mean, it happened from their home, and
Yeah, they were. It happened from their home.
I mean, how can they not see that happening? And none of the worst were. I will just try to block one then.
You'll try to block one.
Yeah. Can I teleport one of the dwarf to inside the house?
So that will take all of our remaining stores.
Yeah.
So suddenly, which one do you want? You want the delegate's leader, the dwarven king, Athos, or one of his two companions? I thought the guy was like just removed.
I'll take the one with
Teleport
the
him
leg
10
removes.
feet in the air.
I'll take one with the leg removes.
All right, so that guy, so his assistant suddenly, they're dragging him back. He suddenly disappears, and everybody who's pursuing them, give me a perception check.
This is so messed up.
Do I have to?
Okay, I guess we're kind of.
I leave for 1 minute.
I leave for 1
You
minute.
just come back to a bunch of limbless dwarves like
Oh my
Monster
Nat
crying.
20, so a total
Okay.
of 27.
Mine's 20.
15
Okay,
now.
so you two hear the dwarves say, God, they must already be using it. And they continue to run back towards the capital.
The dwarves are just
After
trying to
you-
I
get
have
away
done
from the
nothing.
elves.
Yeah.
I'm simply an
You
innocent
enabled
bystander.
me. That's.
So that's
I mean,
what-
if you would like to
so then-
forfeit the amulets back to me, by all means.
as you guys have turned back to the house, you suddenly see a legless dwarf just like teleporting in the middle of the house. It's like,
Well, this is a welcome
He slowly
surprise.
falls over.
And I'll say, my God, sir, what has happened to you?
I did rough.
I wish I could say, sir.
We call it like this dwarf
right
in a
now.
pool.
You do seem like you're in.
Bob.
You seem like you're in quite a terrible way. Can I offer you assistance in some way?
So I don't know. I think we've been had, sir.
And apparently you've been had, if nothing else.
Those goddamn humans, I swear. I
Humans?
think they've been using these amulets against us.
And does he know that the amulet's public knowledge at this point?
So the delegates know. Okay, so nobody knows that you guys have the amulets in that crew.
But would I know what amulets they're talking about?
Yeah, you would know that they're talking about the amulets that the delegates were transporting.
I see.
Each of which was like a particular piece that has quite a bit of power.
And I'll say, well, it did seem rather dangerous to try to transport them in the first place. I really don't know what to tell you.
We were trying to put them to rest, sir.
I mean, that does seem like the wise thing to do, but apparently it can do whatever this is. I wouldn't know.
I think the humans, I saw them running down the street. Somebody set us up, sir. We've got to get them. We've got to stop.
And
You can tell he's very confused. This guy's like lost his legs. Like he's like very, very confused right now.
So what?
You can give me an insight check if you want.
He does not have legs.
He does not have
You still know.
He doesn't have a
I'm
leg to
wondering
stand
if
on.
I'm already inside the house back or
13.
He's like dizzied. Like whatever he's saying, he's almost genuinely talking gibberish.
Okay, so I will. Can I at least help you into the bed, somewhere more comfortable than lying onto the floor?
Yeah, of course.
So I'll try to help him up. Try to help him up into a bed. I saw your companions running down the street. Is there someone I should try to call for you? Someone I should gather?
It's like they're trying to stop them before they get all of them.
If I did spare the dying on him or healed him, would it stabilize him at all?
Yeah, you can heal and destabilize him and
Regrow his legs.
Yeah.
Like
Chameleon
Deadpool style with his like little baby legs and they finally grow back.
that's my snack.
we'll allow baby legs.
I'll do spare the dying on him then.
Good cut, baby
It
legs.
doesn't heal him at all, but it just like stabilizes him so he's not like essentially
Okay.
dying.
That's such
Okay,
a
spare the dying. Okay.
He's not
You just
dying.
can't run fast on account of you got baby legs.
And it's my snack. You don't have to.
Huh?
I say it's my snack. Yeah.
Eyeball.
So you spare the dying. He
Yeah.
kind of wakes up and he's like, what happened to my legs? And there's these two kind of little tiny legs sprouting from his stumps.
Didn't he have tiny legs in the first place?
It's true. So he's almost kind of back to full form. He's almost 100%, you know. He's like
My
at
legs
70.
grew.
Oh, wow. Sorry, what happened?
You were saying something about some humans that were into some very nasty business, from what I understand.
I don't know, they were acting real funny during negotiations.
What were they doing?
They were, every meeting we had, there was shouting matches. They were trying to get into our faces, saying that they're trying to set us up, saying that we've taken one of the amulets, that we sold out the delegate's location, but it's all a lie, you understand? We've been just trying to keep our heads down and keep our people alive with that kind of power.
Well, if it
rolling
wasn't
around.
you, obviously someone had sold out the delegates. I mean, I tend to believe you. You seem to be an upstanding dwarf.
Feels bad. Feels bad.
but
Too soon.
But I mean, if not,
Let's roll like something for that.
Roll dark humor.
Roll dark humor. Let me see.
Persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion. Bad pun persuasion.
Is that intentional or did it just come out?
so it's an 18.
Oh, it's a good one, sir. you call me real good, sir.
I mean, obviously you seem to be trustworthy. Do you believe it's the humans, or do you think someone else could have been output?
Oh my god.
This is taking a turn.
Yeah, I know. He says, I don't know, sir, but they were the ones that were always starting trouble with us. They were blaming us of having contacts in Red Lodge, of feeding information to our people who live out in the quarries out there.
Interesting. Now, just completely off topic. I mean, don't know why I would ever even bring this up, but what are your thoughts on this?
That is.
What are your thoughts on this elvish queen that I've been hearing so much about?
I mean, she's the one who put all this together. We'd all be in some serious trouble if it wasn't for her. She made sure that when the power started to rise, that our peoples were prepared. I don't know. She's a good lady.
What does she want to do with the amulets?
She wants us to put them to rest. There's a place in our city out in the dwarven lands down further south where it's an old crypt from some old blood elves. Well, they say that they got something that can contain these things.
But so, if they want to contain it, I mean, someone can just go there and steal it. Is there a way to destroy them?
So you've gone back in. Okay, so you've
Oh yeah, since the time they...
You've walked back. I just wanted to fact check you
Yeah,
weren't
yes.
going in still chasing dwarves. Still trying to dismember dwarves.
Wait, is that... Does he have his legs back?
You're welcome. Little baby legs.
I wanted to have it as a backpack.
Yeah. A dwarf pack.
Yeah, so you can fight and...
Yeah. So you asked why? Oh, it's old magic. That place is guarded. Once the amulet's there, it stays there. And just took all our people's work for the last 10 years to finally find each of the pieces hidden in our lands.
So what you're telling me is that the High Queen of the Elves would like you to take very powerful magic artifacts to a land inhabited by former blood elves. And this seems reasonable to you.
Sir, we would have all been lost without even a shot with these delegates. There was already a warlock in our land putting together some magic with his amulet. It took half of our best warriors to put him down.
Can I insight check this guy?
Yeah.
So wait, so the dwarves think the humans are the evil ones?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they
thinks
think that is the elf lady is the one that's like
So it seems.
good.
I rolled
We know
a
who to
six.
fight.
Was that?
I rolled a 6.
So you can tell that he's he's
If we found
one
something
of the.
I mean, the brother too is like...
Yeah.
He's one of the king's aides. Like, he's not the guy 100% in the know. He knows a decent amount, but from what you can tell, he might not know everything, but he probably has like a decent pulse.
I think he believes what he's saying.
Yeah, he believes what he's saying.
I see.
Passion orange block.
Well, I do wish you a speedy recovery. We'll try to catch those responsible for your situation.
The lowest
And he grabs your shirt and he
Can I slightly brush him off? But yes.
Yeah.
he says, listen. He's like, what they did to me, this is the work of the amulets. We've seen it. We had hundreds of our warriors come out with something like this. It works. And he's like, whoever has it, watch them. They can change them.
How?
Is there only one?
And he like
have both on.
so you have
no,
two that have
but
joined
he's saying
together.
this is a work of the amulet. It's not
The
the
amulet.
Oh, but there it's
But he's
four
only
pieces.
witnessed
It's four
one, so
pieces of a single thing, right?
yeah, it's 4 pieces of a single thing. He's
Alright.
only really witnessed one piece. This guy probably only thinks there's one.
Oh, okay.
How will it change them?
He's like, we don't know, so we just gave it to our high priest and tried to get him to put the damn thing to rest.
How do you know it's not going to change your priests?
He looks at me and says, we know Ulrich. And that's Ulrich's word is gospel for this guy.
Okay.
And you all
Yeah.
are still in pursuit.
Oh yeah.
We all rolled
And
initiative.
you all rolled initiative.
Yeah.
A lightning bolt took some life from you, but you are first act.
I quickly enter a rage.
Okay,
An
so you enter a
especially
rage.
strong
Do we-
rage based on familial angst.
Do we want to find out who's like if he's working alone?
Yeah, let's not try to kill him.
No,
Let's
you
interrogate
straight
him.
murder him.
No, we want to just like remove his legs.
Yeah, equivalent.
That's it.
Yeah,
I
right.
want in the
I mean,
house.
that
With
does
my
seem
bare hands.
seem
With
to be
your
our
bare
MO
hands.
now.
We don't need we don't need no stinking ambulance,
Legs,
you know.
legs gone? Oh, it must have been them.
I'd like to remove his legs, please.
Fail.
But I have a +6 to leg removal.
What's that?
You have an amulet?
Oh, does he have
I
an
have a
amulet?
very specific
No,
skill.
you don't.
Can't do
You can't
jack
take someone's
else,
legs out
but
without
damn, I
amulet.
can remove legs.
Oh no, I just meant with my bare hands.
Oh! Oh yeah. Okay. Well, you
Both
guys-
hands and then putting them until
Oh, I meant just my strength.
All right. So
No,
you want to make an attack.
Yeah.
All
Let
right.
me get to my attacks.
Love attacks.
screen. Attacks are good. Actions. There we go. Yeah. So I'll just
Turns
with
out
a
it's
little
one
bit of
giant
tear in my
exploding
eye.
mechanical human. As soon as you swing it.
Let's see. Does a 16 hit?
Dum,
A 15 will miss.
Damn.
you guys are screwed.
So you take a swing, and he's just running too fast. He still is making a pursuit. He's now kind of going a little slower, watching the people around his shoulder. But
He's still running.
yeah, he's still running. So like, he's using every bit of his movement to get to the edge of combat and to get out.
He's still taking a decent amount of damage.
He's taking a decent chunk of damage from your trap.
Where?
and-
What sort of area are we in? Like, what's the surroundings?
It is still kind of the slums. You are just maybe a little ways ahead is the wall, marble wall where the city central starts. There's a lot more people there. It's sort of like getting a fight into a more populated place. It's probably going to be a little bit more dicey. But right now, there's very few people. You're kind of in an alley, one of these side alleys, but it's leading pretty directly towards this gate into the city, where you can even from this distance, maybe about 500 feet. No, maybe even less than that. It's probably like 300 feet. You can see traffic kind of going back and forth.
Okay, so he's running straight for the.
He's
gate
turning
in
right
the
for
wall.
kind of this thoroughfare where it might be difficult to maintain pursuit.
But you know who it is, so
Or what? Actually, no. Yeah, who's next? Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's on him. So he's gonna reach over his shoulder, and who's the closest? I think probably you. You just can swing at him.
My big brother. Or little brother.
6. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
So he is going to send another thundercrack at you. 2, 4, 8, 12 damage. And then he is going to. You see him press his hands against the walls. And so you see the stone and the walls, and like it's because it's adobe, right? So there's like some moisture. You see the stones start to crack, and you see all these like drying lines just start to spread out, like almost like an impact crater has happened in the walls, and it's spreading out slowly. And then from that, you see water just start to congeal on the ground, and then 2 forms rise up behind him, and 2 water elementals block your path now. And they extend both of their hands behind him. And they will go initiative. A 1. And a 2.
You're not
They will not
worst.
move for a little bit.
Join the club. Well, I'm tied with the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can rush in both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last.
So now it is on you.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Can I still see him through the elementals, or like, can I reach him with a?
It's a pretty narrow alley, so you can either try to get up into one of the and get to a building top to try to get around, or you can try to fight your way through the elementals, or go around another block.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go around the elementals and
Okay, so you want
see.
to. You can either do. It'll probably be a higher likelihood of catching up with him if you go up the roof and back down, That'll take an athletics check, or you'll have a little riskier check if you take a block detour to try to actually catch it.
The former. So, yeah, athletics up the roof and back down. Yeesh. 8.
So you jump up, boom, boom, you get on the side of the wall, and you one of the elementals grabs your ankle, pulls you back down, and now you're in the thick of it.
Oh boy.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Hello.
so you see Feather Widget right beside you as the elementals are bearing down on her.
Alright.
And they...
Should we try and catch up with them? I mean, we can. We don't know they're in danger, is the thing. So we're not in any sense of urgency.
Someone can message you.
Someone.
Can I do that in
Magic, I
combat
don't
without
do
it being a
that.
turn?
Once it's your turn, you can.
He's
Is it a
gonna
bonus?
need
Is
it.
message a bonus action, or is that?
That's DM
We can make it a
speak for-
bonus. We can
will
make it a-
allow
we can
that
make it a
because
bonus
he's dead
action.
anyways.
How long will it take us to go there? How many turns?
Might be a few.
Yes. 5 minutes? That would mean
We made our choice.
Yeah.
50
We
turns?
made ours.
Split the
Can I
party,
do-
guys.
Can I do anything additional, or is that's it?
That's it. That was your action.
You can run away.
You maybe can use a bonus action if
You
you
could
have
go
anything.
into like hiding.
Oh,
or
can
something.
my wolf do something?
Yeah, we can make your wolf do something. That can be your bonus action to direct your wolf.
Okay.
If your wolf cuddle me
How
for
does-
support.
Oh, I know. I can sacrifice
The
a
wolf is
dwarf
thirsty.
to
He tries
us
to
over there.
drink some of the water out.
Yeah.
This is just...
How does this work?
What do I can say? I think you have to
They're
look at the
proud
stats.
people.
They have like attack. And
Feels bad.
Generally, your pet has its own order in the initiative.
Just gonna eat this like crusty.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
you're-
let it. I'm just gonna let it piggyback on hers, because unless you like want to reroll it particularly.
Figure out how this works.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Sugar
I don't think that shrimp was enough. It
I
was
do
good.
love me some sugar bread.
The shrimp was good, but it was not enough.
Yeah.
I know you were like, oh, just wait. I was hungry.
Both Domino's and Pizza Hut are good.
Yeah.
Pros and cons. Pros and cons.
Yeah. I like their desserts a lot. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I like the dessert from Domino's better, but the pizza better from Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Those
I
little
don't know.
garlic things were good though.
So those garlic things, cheese in them, that was alright.
They were all right. They were okay.
They're alright. Yeah. I blacked out with happiness, but yeah, they were alright.
Okay. It takes its turn on my initiative.
Okay, it does.
On my turn, I can command it where to move and have it
I'd probably
attack.
take a bonus action,
I think it gets its own like attack on her turn. It sounds like.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It can
So it's
move.
gonna.
And
so
it
you
has-
can-
I think
you
it
can
only
roll
has
the
one.
attack for the wolf if you want.
How much damage does it do?
It can bite, attack, +4 to hit. Hit 7. So
So you
wait,
just
what does
roll
that
it
mean?
like
Hit
a-
7.
Maybe it's just a straight damage.
So it's 7 and then parentheses 2d4 plus
So on a
Oh,
hit,
that's the
it
average.
does 7. Yeah, it's the average. It does 7, or you can roll 2d4 plus 2.
2. I can choose 7
Yeah,
or 2d4
so
plus
yeah,
2?
so you can either take the average or you can roll for it.
Okay, piercing damage. And I think it had, according to the, it had something
Y'all are
where
in
like,
trouble right now.
Huh? We're in trouble.
Yeah, it's all good though.
boy, if there's an ally nearby, I think it has it has advantage or
Okay.
something.
Okay.
Oh, if
Like a
I'm
wolf
within
pack
5,
type
if I'm within 5 feet of it, there's advantage on melee attacks.
Because of
On all
something you
melee
have.
attacks. Yeah, it's one of my attributes. If
Okay.
I'm within 5 feet of an
So that wolf's gonna
enemy,
get advantage.
all
no
my
matter
allies get
Advantage
Advantage doesn't
advantage.
stack, right? It's
what. It
just
doesn't stack. No,
Yeah.
It's just,
yeah.
if you got it,
sure,
you got
okay.
it. Great.
Okay, whatever. So it will do. What does +4 to hit mean? That means
So
You,
that's
you roll a
like
d20
plus one
and
or
then
whatever,
you add
yeah.
4.
Oh, well.
so 12.
All in? Plus 4, right? 12 plus 4?
Oh yeah, 12
Okay,
total.
so that'll hit. 16 will hit.
What?
No,
Oh,
no, no,
shit,
no, 12 total.
total miss.
Ah.
Okay.
Were you checking the water?
So the
elemental?
wolf
Yeah.
takes a swing at the water, clumps his teeth, but the water kind of like
Lightning breath.
It's like a dog. It's like a dog playing with a
I do.
hose.
I use it next week. This is the time for you to show
Choose
me.
that.
Now is the
Oh my
time.
gosh. She has lightning breath, guys.
Hey,
This
this is a
is
shot.
GG. Okay, we'll be fine.
All right, so it is on the water elementals actually.
Water elemental 2.
So the first one is going to attack you. Does a 18 hit?
Yeah.
God.
Sorry, I'm rolling kind of good tonight. Feels bad. Here's a D8.
Uses splishy splash.
11 bludgeoning damage.
So I take
Make
half.
another attack, which will also hit.
But I take half of that, so
Yeah. For
Because you're in the rage.
another 11.
so 10 total, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so you take 10 bludgeoning damage from this water elemental smashing both of its hands on you. The other one will turn to. Well, I guess you can go
Between-
first, actually. Yeah.
Between a player and a NPC.
I think the player wins, so you can actually go first if you want.
Can I do a Arcana check on whether or not fire is good against a water elemental?
You can.
You know anything about
It-
Pokemon?
I don't know if that should be a common. I don't know if that should be a common sense check or.
You can use that as a bonus action, but you will not be able to use your bonus action of message otherwise.
He's telling us we really need to.
I have a sense that we shouldn't do this with 3 people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially since we killed Alara.
I'm gonna go ahead
You
and take a
didn't kill
cue.
her.
I'm gonna take
Oh, I guess, yeah,
I'm
you
gonna take a
finished her.
cue.
I was
I'm gonna
like,
take a cue
I
from
mean, you didn't
Pokemon
want
and
it to
assume
to save them.
assume
Us,
fire's
it's
not gonna
before.
help me, or Pokemon
I was
are
like,
literally
oh, you
any
should,
video game.
like,
I know. I'm just.
and he was like,
Oh,
So
good
it's
thing
not
I got
my
that
fault.
really great fire spell.
he has
Um,
the blood on his machine.
okay, she has lightning breath. She said.
Don't
The
talk
blood's
it
on
up too
all of
much.
our
I don't
hands.
think
Once you
it's
send
that
us
strong.
what's gonna be? I haven't decided yet. I will.
There's some
I guess
water
I'll use my
on
bonus
the
action
light of
before
it.
the action to
Yeah.
Send
Go
us a
ahead. Go ahead.
message.
Yeah.
send the message.
Okay, so you send the message.
She like send the message, please, dear God, we are going to die if you don't get here ASAP. Don't just be like, hey, I might need your help.
Right.
Oh, I don't know what you're doing tonight, but
Bring.
Maybe if
You know,
you're not
if
too
you're- if you're
busy.
free,
yeah.
come by and see
it
my
would
I feel like we
ass.
may have run into some hot
possibly
water.
come by and you know,
I warned them of some water that is attacking us,
Yeah.
and we don't know where that water
Fucking
is from.
water.
It might be very unclean.
So how
Please
So
bring-
you all suddenly hear.
just because you don't know how to
Water's
swim,
attacking.
you need us to come
Yeah.
by.
we know where they are.
Water.
Yeah, so you know where they are. You know that water's attacking. In 2 turns, you'll be able
So
to get there.
I'm asking them how many,
It's very
how much
generous,
would it
thank
cost
you.
to teleport 3 people?
Huh?
How much would it cost to teleport 3 people?
Half of your life points.
To eat 3 people?
Not to teleport.
Oh,
If you want to go there-
oh, you ask your amulet.
Yes.
It says, well, so we could finish the one in bed, and perhaps one of its pursuing friends who we can still sense.
For 3 people teleporting.
I'm quite hungry, so.
Huh.
You haggling with this?
We can go with.
We could do 1.5.
Yeah, 1.145.
Maybe a leg
Is that
on
like saying she thirsty?
Oh, she thirsty.
Okay. I can. I'm asking. Twitchy.
I mean, if you let me talk to the amulets, I can talk some sense into them.
Yeah, it's already kind of dry, so I'm not sure if there's sense in it. Do you have any other idea?
I mean, I was going to make you give me a piggyback ride down account of my short little legs, so.
Yeah,
At least you have legs, you know.
but we're going to be there too late.
Maybe, I'm just saying, if you let me speak to my dear friends, I might be able to negotiate for a better price than you have.
Okay, can you speak by touching it?
No, he has to wear it.
No, okay.
No one wants to give up
Yeah,
those
budget.
amulets.
Greedy ass.
No, he was,
people.
he was immediately corrupted. That
You
was
should
like,
do that with
Good guy, you know?
the persuasion.
Persuade, you want me to persuade you?
Yes. What do I have to launch?
Probably
Persuasion is always against insight.
insight. Yeah.
Insights. I got the 3
Plus.
plus 1, 4.
I think my just passive persuasion bonus is more than that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you want to give it to him, but now you need to roll. Give me a.
Let me see if I nat 20 this though, because
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
I got a 16.
That's a good start. I have 3 plus Constitution, 6, 9.
So you want to give him the amulet. You start to take it off your neck and you say, but sir, we have so much more to talk about. And you see the amulet tighten around your neck. And
what is this? Okay,
He
let's
wants
have our
blood.
friends
He likes the
as
blood
much
there.
as possible.
and then you're gonna take 1d4 of crushing damage.
Ooh.
So you're gonna take 4 crushing damage around your neck. So these kind of bruises are gonna form on your neck. And you start, because you lost that throw, you have lost 1, and I'm kind of keeping my own little tally here. You've lost 1 point of influence against the amulet.
That's not good.
So you feel some of your own independent thought begin to fade a little bit.
Okay.
I'll suggest that we speak of these matters outside, perhaps out of earshot of our dear friend as he recovers.
We need to say to our friend, if we go inside, how many turns will it take?
Well, it said to take us 2 turns to get there. They need our help. Apparently, there's a pool of water or something that they need our help crossing over. I don't understand what it is. All I know is there's water involved.
Let's go
Your
outside.
friends are so like, I don't know. I mean, they're dying.
Perhaps our dear friend Hypochondrius doesn't like to get wet. I don't know.
Okay, let's go outside then.
All right, so then you all start running towards them.
Feeling of
It's
being
back
damp
to
is very
the water elemental
True.
number 2. So it's actually back to you.
Yeah.
So you still have an action take.
We're not killing innocent dwarves.
Sicko.
We can kill innocent bystanders.
It's true.
Now
Yeah,
this
I'm
I
gonna-
like.
I'm gonna use.
How crowded is the city, the street?
This is a very empty. It's further away, and now as that as your adversary has been running, and from what I think only one.
You
person
have
can tell is
long
what
legs. Just run.
So, yeah, so one of them
I'm-
is still running. The other 2 are blocking your path to water elementals.
I am letting Louis Vuitton run back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a level 3 magic missile.
Okay. On a water elemental.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So it's gonna hit. So
Yes.
roll me some damage.
How many
Alright.
is it at level 3? Is good.
Level 3. Sorry, it's 3 plus additional darts is 2. Is that correct? Sorry, it's.
Oh my god, it's my judge.
Yeah.
It's 5.
Does anyone need a refill by the way?
5d4 plus
That's
1.
fine.
Good.
5d4 plus 1.
Okay, roll it out.
Does anybody have a d4?
I have a D4 right here.
Thank you.
The red one.
Okay, so 5d4 plus 1 to each roll. I think.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Hold on, Mikhail,
One.
is there more wine?
There's
We'll
one
add-
already, yes.
two.
We'll add 5 to everything at the end, right?
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's
Alright.
smart. I also
Two.
can
There we
bring
go.
some whiskey over if people want.
Yeah, because there's not too much. Does anybody else?
Which one should I bring?
want-
Go ahead, finish it.
Any of the blue, the baby blue is really good. Yeah, all those are yummy.
Alright.
8 plus 2,
The
10,
last
15.
Okay.
15, yep. That's it.
Okay.
It's not great for level 3. Here's this.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna. Okay.
Well, since that's-
Is either one weaker than the other? Nothing has been hit yet, right?
Well, you shot the magic missiles at one, right? Nothing's been hit. They're both equal.
Okay, they're both equal. Which
Yeah.
is the one that both the wolf and
Which is more equal.
which one is more equal?
They're focusing on the one on the left. So you can shoot it at that one.
Okay, whatever the party's focused on, I focus on that one.
Okay, boom. So that one takes 15 points of magic missile damage. That's
It's
ferocious.
force damage, right?
I think it's force.
Magic missile is
Do you think we can
Force.
outrun the water elementals?
What?
Probably not.
You can
right?
never outrun water.
That's.
Oh,
You haven't tried it.
I just never heard that. I was just like,
Has nobody watched Doctor Who?
No.
Mars? Come on.
Yeah, but
oh, it's a Doctor Who thing.
Yeah.
Maybe he would. He's so.
Water is patient.
I don't know that one.
Slowly breaks down everything. But it also goes very fast. Yeah, no, we can't outrun water.
I don't think that would just run.
Water's Mars is a great one. Yeah.
Alright, so anyways, it's on the water elemental, and it's going to make 2 attacks on you because you stumbled right in front of it.
Or maybe in between 3 and 4.
So, 1 will hit, 1 will not, and that will be 8. Ooh, I am really sorry. That is going to be 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Holy
And
goodness.
you take 2 huge swings.
We
at
should
you.
sacrifice bystanders instead of just trying to run over them.
The greater good.
That's for the greater good, yeah.
I mean,
Alright, so now it's at the top of the turn. Louboutin.
no,
Or actually, it's on you, yeah.
Okay, is Louis Vuitton, is he like, where am I? What's happening?
So you are facing down the water elementals. They're right in front of you. Louboutin's maybe about 5-10 feet past, so he's kind of been paused during this
I
action.
don't know how much a great axe is going to do against water.
You'd have to run a check for that with your bonus action.
Can I use my bonus action to do that?
Yeah, go ahead and do your bonus action for a nature check, or perhaps an arcana check, whatever is more
Neither of
favorable.
those is my strength. Let me see which one's higher. No, that's
Maybe? No, maybe. No.
plus 1 in
No.
nature.
No. You don't get to use insight.
Plus
Or investigation.
Plus 1 in arc is the same. Alright. 16.
So you get a sense that a bludgeoning weapon against water will be not as effective as you would like.
Then I'm just gonna go for him because
Okay.
I'd rather get my bang for my buck.
So you run past the water elementals.
Correct.
So you can take 2 attacks of opportunity.
What? Oh. Wait. Okay, then I take it back.
Okay.
I'm getting low.
Okay. We're low
The
life.
defenses on get low.
This would not be favorable at this time.
This outcome would be poor for me,
Well,
so
if
therefore.
you realize that the
wanna.
attacks of opportunity, you don't. I mean, if you realize that, that's.
Well, if they each hit me with 20 points of damage, I'm dead. So that's my
you
thoughts.
take half damage in a rage, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'll be close to dead.
Okay.
And
Your
I might
call.
not even hit
Your
this
call.
guy
Okay.
because apparently his
Go
AC
ahead.
is
You
really
have
high.
all the
Okay.
information. You need to make a decision. Make
Fine,
it.
I'll just attack this guy, or I can I throw javelin? Can I like throw hand axe at him or something?
Can you go around
depends.
the elementals, or are they totally walking?
Depends on what your thing says.
If any of your weapons have the thrown property, you can throw it.
Yeah, the hand axe can be thrown. Yep,
Yeah, do it.
I have 2 of them.
Get them.
All right. 23 from the first one.
Okay, so that'll hit.
Okay, should I roll the second one?
Yeah,
14.
that it. No
14
additional.
total.
Okay, so the first one will hit.
Okay.
Louboutin.
Okay. 12 points of damage.
So that hits him pretty hard, and he kind of stumbles forward, and you see him reach out his hand and say, and he presses his he presses one hand to his head, and he reaches a hand out towards the, and in very similar ways you've seen some other people send messages, and you hear him even say aloud and say, Master, please, and then, I don't know who's witnessed teleportation happen yet. You've only you guys have seen it, so suddenly, he disappears, and it's gone, and you're left with 2 water elementals.
Okay. All right.
How far away are we now?
Your brother's a dick.
I know.
So we're
I'll
still
be the first
one
one to
round
kill
away.
him.
Huh?
He's seeing that little buddy you.
Na butterfly.
You left the door for the house?
Yeah.
We didn't use the house. Sadly.
I mean,
We'll go back.
I have an odd feeling that the dwarves looted the house before they left.
Alright, so you are all running. It is back to the top of this turn. You guys will be there at the end of the next turn. So you both just like ran and sprinted for this last turn. Yeah, I'll drink some whiskey. Do you want me to?
It's cone whiskey.
Oh, whiskey. Would you like a glass of
I
Chase?
would love one.
I keep forgetting
You would
I
like
get two
one? Yes,
actions
please.
a turn.
Huh?
I keep forgetting I get a second action.
That's good.
I could have attacked again that first time. Oh well, whatever. I gotta
Yeah,
remember.
well.
So you get
Too
two
late
full
now.
actions every
You can
turn.
only retcon
When I'm in a
certain
reach.
amount.
I get a second action.
What is the disadvantage of a rage?
Literally.
So Chase the sun. You don't
That
have.
was. Hey,
It only lasts
raise
10
a few $1 billion.
Oh, 10.
No, California.
That's more than that.
You have a problem.
You want a glass of whiskey?
Oh, I'm good on
There you
this.
go, okay.
Yeah.
It's cone
For now.
whiskey.
It's common whiskey.
Ask
It's only
next time you're in the
it's 10
office.
rounds.
Just ask Curl about corn whiskey.
But how many fights last more than 10 rounds?
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
What do you?
Usually it's
I guess. Oh, I guess you
Corn
can't.
whiskey
you can't,
is.
like cast
is
any
cone
spells
whiskey.
while raging.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
The thing is,
And you also can't enter a rage
If
if
you
you're
mind
wearing
passing with
armor.
common whiskey. Thank you, child.
Serving only the finest corn whiskey.
Thank you, child.
I think it's one of the big weapon of the barbarian.
Yeah, that's
so
okay.
Alright, so it is
you don't
on.
have much,
So you just moved. It is on the water elemental, so it is going to attack.
Wait,
Wait, I didn't go. I think I'm
No, but
before
the. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're before them.
Is one
Yeah,
of them
sorry.
before me? Or?
No, you're right. It was a Lubitar that was before you.
Okay. Alright, I'll break out the breath weapon.
Alright!
Yeah, I'm excited.
Um,
I'm real. Oh, this is. She has a lightning grad. Water versus water.
that
right?
sounds awesome.
I know.
so they have to make a DC 13 saving throw. Type determined. Oh, no, never mind. Okay. And then 2d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So DC which one?
DC 13.
But which saving throw do I do? Like wisdom?
Oh,
Strength? It doesn't matter.
I don't know. It doesn't say.
So
I do.
one of them saved, one of them did not.
Okay.
I'll just make it a clean. Make it quick.
Okay. So I'll just roll 2d6.
Alright.
I'll have d6.
I think the dice we got are like bulky metal ones, so
That's good.
So that's
That's
8.
alpha. That's how you know you're a true pro. So 8
Yeah.
plus
Oh, what would I potentially add to this?
whatever the lightning weapon says. So it'll have like a description for the lightning weapon. So it's going to be in a line. So I'm going to say it's going to hit both of them because you'll have
Yeah, it
lined
is
up
in a
with
line.
them. Yeah.
I don't think I add anything.
What level are we? We're 6th level, so it's actually 3d6.
Oh, well, it's 6.
Really?
Oops. Yeah, it's 3d. It's actually 3d6 now because we're level 6.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So roll one more of those
one more.
puppies.
Can you just wait for
Another
the
4.
magic
Nice.
to go
So that's
away and
12.
run away or
So
run
12.
in a
It's
circle?
half on 6th.
Can you just
Okay, so they're going to
But I don't
take
know.
double
Yeah,
damage
I think
because they
You're
are
going out with
susceptible to it.
Nice.
So you're going to do 12 damage to one and 24 damage to the other.
Nice. High five, high five, high
yeah,
five.
36 damage turn. Nice.
So that's going to be
Decent,
60. And that's going to be.
I cast ShamWow.
Now we're talking. And you're not going to get one, not
Okay.
2, but 3 ShamWow. Just based on shipping it.
One,
Low,
not 2,
low price.
but 3 lightning breaths. Okay,
Oh
so
my gosh,
you just lit
please
both of
be
these
spell.
things up, and they're not super happy about that. So the first one is going to turn to you,
To who?
and
Where's it
to Picale. But does a 12 hit?
12 is. Oh, wait.
No.
For armor class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Wow, you got away with that one. So he takes 2 huge swings, but he's so rocked by the lightning that can't do anything.
He's
It
basically
misses,
pretty
and also-
shocked by it.
He's pretty
Got
shocked. by the lightning.
Wow.
Oh,
This is like
Doc.
pun night, man.
This is
Yeah.
fun night.
Yeah.
Are we all having pun?
We're all having fun. Much fun ensues.
Okay. Okay.
So only one of them went.
Only one of them went. Then it's his turn, and then it's back to the other. Who's probably a Countess at least as well. You have a decent amount of life left, right?
Maybe
Did-
you did shock him.
Do we know if they're like strength based?
You can assume. Well, you have to give me another bonus check actually.
I'd use an Arcana.
Oh wait, my wolf.
Give me an Arcana roll.
Oh,
Oh yeah, your wolf. Go ahead. Sorry. And then you can do your Arcana roll while you.
What's he
I'll
doing
shoot. Just,
again?
is that like common to be able to do a check during a bonus action like that?
normally it's an action, but it's kind of gimmies.
It depends.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times you'll be able to do like a perception check, but a lot of times if you're actually like actively trying to seek out information, that'll be your
It's a
action.
full action. Okay.
So I got a 15 plus 4 to hit, so 19.
Kill hit.
Alright. I'll go for the... I don't know, whichever one is
Most
lower.
wounded, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just imagining a dog biting water. Like a sprinkler.
Yeah.
Okay, 2d4 plus 2.
Alright.
Nope, that's not a d4.
What's your wolf's name, by the way?
Morty.
Morty. You kill Rick and Morty.
Morty.
Morty, bite him. Bite the water, Morty. Just bite
That's
the
such a
water.
good idea.
Oh, that's a really
Put
good
the water in your mouth, Morty. Just, I really need you to put the
Really,
water in
Morty,
your mouth.
just put it in the mouth.
Don't ask too many questions, Morty. Just put it in your
I'm
mouth.
tired of you pushing me around, Rick.
My next door neighbor growing up was named
Rick's
Rick.
killing
He
Morty's
had a
now.
golden retriever named Morty.
Really?
Wow, that's
I
perfect.
mean, he's gotta have like 300 IQ.
Get your shit together. Put it back. I want to go to the shit store and sell it.
It's all in one place.
So that's a 10.
Get it all together.
So, your dog, or your wolf kind of
It's
and
not
just
a dog,
like
it's
takes a
it's a
tentative
corgi.
bite, but it actually takes a
Corgi.
chunk out of the water, and the water elemental kind of flows funky for a second before it reorients itself, missing some water.
Morty
and,
drinks
and
the
your
water.
wolf is like, yeah, drinks the water.
This doesn't taste very
It
good.
starts licking.
Oh, I don't know, Rick.
I don't know exactly what I was looking for, Rick.
Yeah, you have to speak to animals with Morty. Passive
Anyway,
speech animals.
I
no, Rick, this kind of tastes like stale water. Came from bricks, I think, Rick.
I'm gonna play a little support role here.
It's a good roll.
That's good.
Okay.
Do we arrive at one point?
You're gonna arrive at the top of this turn, and then you all roll initiative before I start.
Excellent.
I'm just gonna stand and watch. Just a little water.
How you boys doing?
I might pull out my pipe, smoke a little tobacco.
Yeah. Ooh, can I show you guys? I finished
That's not
handcrafting
just
my
2
pipes.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm gonna be a
All
total
sorts of
insufferable
crafty
show off.
hobbies.
He's the
And,
craftiest. He's a crafty mother lover.
Whoa.
Magic weapon.
Yeah, it was like a block.
I put
But
it in my
they
mouth.
drilled the holes. They drilled the holes for me at the little place, but I carved the rest. It's a block of wood.
Very smooth.
Does magic weapon, when you touch a non-magic weapon and it becomes a magic
So we actually
weapon,
gotta
does it
justify
change the
it.
damage type?
It is considered like magic weapons
So
are
it comes
considered
from
magic
pipes.
damage as opposed to, but I think they are still like physical or like slashing,
Alright.
piercing, whatever.
So any resistance that these enemies would have to a bludgeon, a slashing attack or
they
bludgeoning
would
attack?
still have.
They
It's
would
just
still
there's some things that have resistance to non-magical weapons, and
Okay, so it's very specific to that. Okay.
yeah.
Then it doesn't benefit much to like give that to another weapon.
As far as I'm aware,
In terms
I
of
could be
type.
wrong. It's been a while since I've looked at that rule.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like smoke is like.
Oh, did you write it?
I'm gonna cast
by,
a I'm gonna cast a level 2 magic missile.
All right, send it on out. Give me it's gonna hit. So go ahead and roll that.
Yeah, that's gonna be 4d4 plus 1.
Okay.
Where's that?
D4.
Thank you.
Oh no.
We're drunk. What happened? That's not bad.
That's not even.
Feels good.
That's
Oh, I'm just breaking everything.
Let's let
It's
it
okay.
quickly.
No, you're cool. That's fine.
Oh, that's good.
So
I just
you
wanted to
want
get
to
closer to you. Did you want some?
Oh,
That was just me. That was just me.
I always have the little sugar crumbs. Even though I judged Danielle for
One.
having sugar crumbs. Yeah, I know. You're
3,
gonna cut your wine. This is
two, 3. 1, 3, 2, 3.
1, 3, 2, 3. I mean, you guys are
Nine.
developers, yeah.
9 plus 4, so 13 damage
Okay, so 13 damage
to
the
the
most wounded one?
left one.
Yeah. Okay.
Just-
So that's hard. So this one's looking pretty like sort of like the water is flowing to maintain its integrity.
Like a wet noodle.
Yeah, it looks like a wet noodle, like a
Or like
cool
one of
noodle.
those like air guys.
Ugh.
Flailing armor.
Yeah, it's like it's doing like the auto park thing. So yeah, this one's having trouble kind of maintaining itself, but it still is going to take 2 swings at Pikel Rikel for her vicious attack.
Absolutely fucked.
So does a 13 hit? Does a 16 hit?
Just barely.
Alright, here we go.
4,000 points of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, you got lucky this
What is
time.
your AC?
This
Is it
time it is
16 or
8
15?
points of
15,
bludgeoning
18.
damage.
It's okay. It's okay.
How much?
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
How much do you have left?
I am at 24 out of 52.
52 health?
That's not too bad. I got 71.
Strong.
Damn.
I have 33.
32.
Yeah, I'm with 33.
You should be level
Y'all ain't
6.
tanky like us.
I think if
It
they
was level
splash
6,
on me, I'm down.
So suddenly backup arrives, and you all see your pals. Some a little bit more like this weird ashes on one of their hands, like it's almost a bit touched something that just disintegrated.
I don't even care.
Yeah, you're kind of you get a sense that they've done something horrible while they were away.
I'm not surprised.
They've lost something. You can see in their eyes.
I'm very much not
they-
surprised by this.
You have his leg backs.
He's
So
got
it's-
little baby legs.
So there's nothing horrible.
They'll grow
there.
back.
I've just been waiting for one of them to go completely dark side. So I'm just
Yeah.
all right.
All right, so then you all arrive. Early 3 roll me initiative. Do your dice.
Yay! No, I got one. 19.
All right, 6.
Some amount.
Between 19 and 6.
Let's see. How about a 6?
That will work.
The road getting a 6, baby.
All right, so it is on you.
Yay! So you're 20 what?
I'm at 24 out of 52.
You're what?
I'm at 31 out of 71.
70.
Max out 32,
Alright.
32.
I'll go run over to Pikel Rikel,
Oh, yes.
lay some hands on her.
Yeah, you will.
Hey,
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 uh,
in private. Come on,
Giggity,
come on.
giggity.
You're married.
Wexley is this.
What?
Is this why you come
They
to
kind
D&D
of
to live out your
have
fantasy?
an open thing.
Yeah.
going.
At
Okay.
least with D&D.
Yeah.
That's how he likes to
They
come.
figured
Get a little
monogamy
action
after
on
about a
the
week
side.
wasn't for them.
Yeah.
Actually,
So we'll do a second level.
Ooh, getting pulling out the big guns.
So
Second base.
I don't know if I'm comfortable on
He
Can we-
must, he must really like it.
Can we call that second base?
uses both
Second
hands.
base. A second base
I used
spell.
both hands.
Second
That's
base
good.
lay on hands.
Second base laying on hands. Under the shirt.
Gave it a good squeeze.
alright,
That's a good time.
you get 2d8 plus 4. That's a 1.
God.
The one's not going to pull it off, Adam.
That's an 8. So now 13.
That's the base you're on.
Just giving you a solid 13. It's fine.
Alright.
API error. Oh no, it works.
I love API errors. They're my favorite kind
It's
of
okay,
errors.
Adam. It happens to all guys.
Someone's 500 alarm is going off. There's an on-call engineer somewhere. It's just like, fuck, not again.
500
It's always
spiking.
on Tuesday game night. Goddamn nerds.
Server.
Alright, so Yukon now is on the
Water
That's on
elemental?
you.
Me?
You're 19.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, are we back to the beginning?
Yeah, back to the
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, ain't gonna do too much, but I'm just gonna take a big swing at this. At the one that looks the sickest.
the lead at.
Angle.
And you can take 2 swings.
You're right, I can take 2 swings.
Good
If
reminder.
you forget,
Yes,
you
I will always
lose your
forget.
opportunities though.
That's a 24.
Alright,
You
hits.
can attack as your
Roll your second one. Roll your second
Huh?
one.
You can have an attack as your bonus
Just so you can roll it all.
Yeah,
all
yeah, I
damage
get a
together.
second attack. I can
So
roll
you
both.
have 3 attacks.
I can have an attack as my bonus action?
Yeah, 2 attacks per action plus 1 for a bonus action.
Really?
I'm pretty sure you have the same level
Oh.
and
Oh, I
Less
guess
than
I can
me.
use my hand axe as a bonus action. Huh.
so 3 attacks. If you don't do,
Damn.
if you don't do a bonus action.
Wait, you had this ability the whole time?
Apparently.
Yeah.
It does say
You
bonus
shouldn't have
action hand
come.
axe.
That's what
But I
happens when
think
you don't
I
read the
thought that was my
things.
off. That's only if I'm using the hand axes, isn't it? Or can I use my
It's
great
on-
axe? No, because the great axe
so-
is a two-handed weapon.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I
if you're
can't-
using a two-hand, you could.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I think because you use your hand axes more. I use my great axe. So, but the 2 great axes works for me. So, that's only 12. So, oh well.
No, that's a miss.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
so
a
it's
miss.
really damage.
It's only 10 points of damage.
Okay, so you take a swing at it. The water parts at your swing. I'm assuming you're going for the most wounded one.
Did you turn your axe like
Flat.
broadside?
I
and,
did.
like,
Sounds like someone just belly
Paddle
popped.
into the monster.
Alright,
I should
so
just poked it
taking
with the
chunks.
end.
now it is
Yeah.
on. Who got the 15?
Not me. I got a 6.
I got the 15. So it is on my deer water elemental.
I thought she
And-
came up.
Wait, is there
she got a
another-
16, I thought.
Did it re-roll initiative?
I had a 13, so
Oh,
maybe
okay.
unless
The-
we had it
the
wrong.
3 of
Oh,
us.
Oh no, that's right. You're right. I think that's Louis Vuitton's.
Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton's. Louis Vuitton. All
I
right.
don't understand any wording.
All right.
Go
So,
for it.
sorry, remind me. What have I been doing this wrong? Am I supposed to add my proficiency bonus to stuff?
Yeah. So it should already be factored in on your thing.
Yeah, it should already be
be on
factored in.
there on your action.
So like when
it's a
you
plus
take
6.
when you take like a
Oh,
plus
okay.
whatever,
So I'll
it'll
roll
already
and then
be
plus 6 to hit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
right.
your
That
damage
seems
will
about
be plus
because
6.
that'll
So
be
I
your
haven't-
proficiency
it's-
and your dexterity.
That seems about
Okay.
normal.
You should do your Colossus on it.
Colossus Slayer.
Oh
so
yeah, that
good.
too.
Plus.
And maybe on the other one though. I don't know.
What's that do?
That's
I have
more
to use
damage.
an action
Does more
to cast
damage
that,
if
though.
they're
Oh, never
already-
mind
Oh no, wait. Colossus Slayer is a class trait, so it's just there.
Yep. And
Yeah.
you do Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark, I do have to cast that to spell. Right?
Grande.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
Pretty
cast.
much. Yeah, that's where a lot of this stuff.
Do you guys think the
I'm
thing
down
is
to
weak
play
enough
games.
to warrant casting
you guys
Hunter's
get
Mark on it?
It's possible.
Or should I go for the second one?
Hots, Here's the Storm, guys.
Probably the one
I
that's just a
wouldn't- I
bonus
wouldn't say
action.
no.
You do it first.
You play Hots?
No, not
Wait,
well.
Huts?
Huh?
That
You
doesn't
should
matter.
play.
Should I? I mean, like which?
That's your, you gotta give us your battle
No,
map.
which
We'll play.
which
Yeah,
water
I've
elemental do
got
you
it.
guys
Oh,
think I
yeah.
should
Oh.
mark as my Colossus?
How
Slayer
is
thing?
the
Or Hunter's
stick
Slayer.
one looking? Is it like pretty bad?
It's looking pretty rough.
Maybe
Alright,
the
I'm gonna
other
go
one
for the
then.
other one.
Yeah,
then.
just to kind of
Yeah.
weaken it.
Optimize,
to
yeah.
get it.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you're gonna use a spell slot,
Yeah,
it's
so
worth it to be
I'm gonna use
patient.
a spell slot. I'll use a second level spell slot to cast
Yeah,
Hunter's Mark
That's one of the those kind of things.
on.
I also got 2 of those little Cupid Deadlies.
Yeah, I saw those.
I like my BlizzCon knickknacks.
Alright, so I Hunter's
I
Mark
call them
the less hurts water elemental. So I get an extra 1d6
Okay,
on the
so you're gonna attack the healthy one then.
the healthy one. Yes.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
And so, but I cast. If I use that action to cast a spell, I can't do anything
But you
else.
can
right?
do your bonus action. You could do the Colossus Slayer.
So
I
Colossus
think
Slayer,
Colossus
you,
Slayer
get,
is
you
just
just
passive.
get.
It's
It's
just
Yeah,
passive.
it's
Okay.
a
So
passive,
next
yeah.
turn, I'll be able to hit it.
Yeah, so you place your Hunter's Mark on the least wounded one, and now it's the most wounded one's turn.
Wait, wolf.
Oh yeah, and Wolf.
Wolfie wolf
Yes.
goes.
Morty.
Morty.
His name's Morty.
I don't know, Rick.
Oh
Oh, yeah, that's Morty. I don't know, Rick. Morty.
no!
It's pretty dangerous. Oh, that seems like a real bad idea.
Borrow this.
Go for it.
15.
Oh, okay, Rick, I guess I'll bite it. Oh, actually, yeah, 15 will hit.
15
so
will
then
hit?
roll
Okay.
damage.
Alright.
It's way
Rick, I'm tired of you asking me to do
Two,
this
that's
stuff,
7.
Rick.
So that does a 7.
So it takes a bite out of the
wait,
water
wait.
elemental.
Is it,
It's going to be piercing damage, so it's not going to do full.
It's beast damage.
it's, it gains an additional bonus equal to my proficiency.
It's,
Oh.
So plus
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
So 10.
So was that 10?
So 10.
I
Okay,
forgot
great.
to add it last time, but whatever.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so you see the wolf take another bite of it and kind of cough up, but it survives. So the water elemental is still alive but woozy, and it's immediately going to swing towards you. Ooh, that feels bad.
Ruh-roh.
So it critted you.
Oh, great.
Um,
Uh-oh. You
Yeah.
ready?
Is crit double?
Get crit.
double
It's
dice,
the
same
dice.
modifier.
Okay.
So that's 4, 10,
I'm
17, 21 damage.
Still alive. Still alive.
Absolutely shit on.
Good thing somebody healed you last time.
Yes. Thank you, Wexley.
So now it is on.
Thanks. 15 out of.
Actually, it's
oh,
on all our
16
new
out of
folks who are here. So twitch the switch.
Alright.
Wait,
So, yeah, he got. I
You
got the
19.
lowest.
You got 6, right? And he got 6. So I was just picking randomly who goes first.
So it's whoever has the higher dex.
Oh, I already went.
Who has the highest dex?
Dex, I have +2. I'm sure you're my
I'm
average.
a
Yeah, you
rogue,
gotta
so
have more
I'm
than
sure
you're
I
a
have
rogue, yeah.
more. My dex is +7.
Okay, so you go.
Okay, so I'm going to take a little look-see over at the one that's almost dead, or the one that's taking the most damage. Actually, I don't know whichever one's taking the most damage. So do either of them, can I tell from the way they look whether they're injured or not, or are they just water elementals?
You can tell like there's one with less water flow on the left.
Alright,
It just seems to be kind of like
the one that looks like it's struggle busting a little bit,
Yeah.
we're going to throw an ice, do a rogue spell, Ice Knife,
Okay.
and it says...
That
create a
cold damage.
Yeah, it is. You create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. Spell attack damage. On hit, it does 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet to make a dex save, and it's all cold damage.
Okay, so you send an ice knife at this thing,
Yep.
and go ahead and you're gonna roll attack on it, right?
So that is an 18.
All right, and then you two are going to be making dex saving throws
Correct.
along with.
I have advantage.
All right, so I think I saved. I got a like 2, almost 20.
The save is
20.
11.
Yeah, I got saved.
Yeah, I got a 20.
Oh, wait, no. That's an 8.
So if you kill Rick, didn't save.
All right, so you're going to take 2d6 cold damage.
Oh boy, you might kill me.
All right. So the damage against the thing
No,
is
You'll
7.
barely not
Okay.
kill me.
And then 2d6, you're going to take 1. 5, so you're going to take 6.
All right, so it's super effective because it is ice. The water elemental you see kind of like tendrils of frost start to creep through its form. It solidifies and then crumbles to nothing.
This bitch rolls in.
I've been here for 30 seconds. What were you guys doing without me?
I hit things with my axe.
You hit water with your axe.
Yes.
You want me to congratulate you on this?
What else would you have me do? Fart on the thing?
I would have you do literally anything other than that. Run away, perhaps. Get out of range.
Go for
for help. Any of the above would be
I still
fascinating.
did damage to it, so the only reason it's dead right now is because I did some damage.
Yeah, that's more.
I'll figure
Any
it out.
number
Anyways,
and you win. Or what?
so it is on Zuga.
Celebrity Jeopardy.
Oh,
It's
that's
finished.
right.
Everything is in there.
3.
No, there's another one. There's two.
Oh, I'm attacking
It's
the other one then.
Yeah.
3 and 5.
11 to 5.
Simply stunning.
3.
So I'm entering into a rage. Wait.
I forgot about that.
You I don't know.
Rage.
Which is the road
When you set
five.
myself-
That's my choice. That's not for you.
You walk. Okay, I'm entering into a rage with my bonus action and I'm attacking you. That's a 19 plus 8 touch. Yeah, I guess so.
That'll hit.
Yes, it will.
What is it, plus 5? So it's 5 plus 10, 12.
All right.
And I'm using my second attack.
And you're doing the healthy one.
There's only one
Yeah.
left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
Yeah.
haven't died
As opposed to the puddle of water on the ground.
Yeah.
That's 16 plus 8.
It just
That's
died.
like. I'm guess I'm touching.
24.
16 plus
Yeah,
8.
24.
24, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And 12.
12 damage. Okay, so you take a swing of the water. Your axe slows down as you go through, but it's water. So
I know.
Um,
Damage, I guess.
so
How do you get
Not
12
full
damage on your hand axe?
Sorry?
How do you get 12 damage on your hand
Oh, I
axe?
did a 5, and with my rage I have +2 to melee damage. With
And then
strength.
plus his strength modifier.
And I have like +5. I don't know why it's +5 as a.
But even on your
damage.
offhand?
It should be strength plus your proficiency will be +5.
Even in your
I have.
offhand?
Your offhand, you don't get your proficiency
Yeah.
modifier.
Oh, I was just confused. Yeah, because I thought it was your offhand, but maybe I missed the other one.
well, we'll
I mean, it's
expose-
fine. It's hitting it. Whatever. We'll go
We'll
with it.
expose Mikhail's cheating in a few
No,
moments.
I mean, hey, it's to our benefit. I'm fine.
I mean,
was
he
more
is
just
French,
confused.
so he definitely cheats.
It's to our favor. It's okay.
Playing games with Hugo
Every
recently,
session
and if there's anything
I
I've learned,
my
it's
character
don't trust the
level
French.
without
Yeah.
Level
Just
22 at
increase
this point.
one,
You know.
everything
Hugo.
one stat.
All right.
Mostly just
So
focus
now
on
it is on
Right.
water elemental number 2.
Is that the
That's just on you. It's on you first.
which water element to kill? The
I have a
initiative
You
2 or
killed
the
the initiative
initiative
1, so it's on the initiative 2 guy.
Okay.
I have a
Yeah.
book. One of the player's book.
Player book.
So it is going to probably does a 16 hit.
Yep.
And the 20 will definitely hit. All right.
Why are they still going for her?
I'm dead.
I mean, she's up close.
I guess I haven't used any of my bonus actions to try and get away. So I
10 for 14 damage.
yeah, I'm dead.
So with 2 huge hits on your back, you see Pickel Reek collapse, and Morty lets out a wail of.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh my God, Rick!
And he'll
Guys, you
go
get up.
to that hut.
Because you're unconscious. And it's if you fail all your death saves that you're like, fucked. No.
Is it me now?
It is.
It's when attacking with the bonus action.
Huh?
I can attack with the bonus action with my offhand. The 2 main action are with my main hands.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I have like 2. I should have used the big one because
Got it.
if I can use 2, it's better than. But
Yeah. So now it is on our magician.
Yeah.
Wizard.
Man. Here we go. Magic missile level 2.
Hey.
Really branching out.
Line
I have
up.
this and fire spells. It's not really an option.
Yeah, fire's a tough one.
Okay. So I'm doing a
Yeah, kind of big for
4d4. Yeah, 4d4 plus 1. Can I borrow that?
44, that's a lot, man.
44. Yeah. 44
That's
damage.
44 points.
Yeah.
44?
Plus 1, so 45.
Just 44 hit.
44 hits.
Man, I never
3.
even got to use my big Colossus
1.
Slayer. Just for
You
anything I died
got
before I
all
got
100
yeah.
marks and then-
1. 3 1 3 1. 6 7
Was that
8 12 damage.
12? Okay, 12 damage.
Yes.
Alright, so that's magic missiles, so that will go through.
See, that thing is, you
On
throw another ice shard at it, and you can't roll the save. So you just have to get death save.
Wait, I have to take a death save regardless, right? Oh no, but now I have to do it when you attack.
If I use the same spell,
It'll be an
yeah.
automatic fail.
It depends on how evil your teammates
For
are.
some reason, I feel like
Oh my goodness.
with my
alright.
with my bonus
Now it's
action,
on.
with my bonus action,
Yeah,
can
I think that
I?
we do.
Okay, bonus action.
Am I able to drag a body out of the way?
It will be your movement and your bonus action, and you will take an attack of opportunity.
I can use something other than my ice bomb.
I move the body out of the way.
Alright?
This guy gets it. He
It
knows.
misses. So you move the body with success, so you get about 10 feet back.
Okay, so me and the lifeless
Yeah.
corpse are
You and the
10
lifeless
feet back.
corpse are back, and the
Alright,
wolf
cool.
is kind of like...
Yeah, I pet the wolf. Well, no. Oh, gross.
yeah.
Where's
yeah,
like,
Paddington?
more
Where's
like a-
Paddington in all this?
I like to think
Paddington's John.
he's back at the castle. He found a
Found a
stone
nice-
cold
Look.
fox.
Got him.
Yeah, Paddington's back in the castle.
He met some other gargoyles on the parapets of the castle.
He's hanging out.
He's like, I like the way you carve.
Chatting with them. Like,
We like walk into a room. He's like sitting there like smoking, like surrounded by other gargoyles. Like, sorry, the monastery was gonna hold me back.
Those guys.
can finally be himself. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
A long legs. Smoke.
Alright, smoking. Alright.
So my hands haven't moved this entire time.
You're still
Well, they have. They just now that she's unconscious.
Now she's unconscious.
Drag the body out from underneath the hands.
You should go
Maybe
third
you
base.
get,
So now
As I'm
I figured
moving
out
the
to
body-
third level spell.
Sorry, my hand slipped.
His head.
Under the skirt.
Okay, so this is a 3d8.
so band.
5. 1.
Okay.
You have to roll an 18 for it to be
5.
Alright.
11 plus 4, 15.
15, so you
Back up.
jump to life
Oh my god!
with fresh air. You're further back
I've
now.
been brought to life.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, that's the only way to come back to life in our games. You
What's that?
gotta be groped back to life.
Jump to life.
You're welcome.
I'm glad you appreciate my work.
I see this happening and I'm just like, oh.
Water element.
But when you're
Elemental kill me
alive.
again.
Why did you bring me back?
Well, I'm desperate, you know. But I'm good for now.
Yeah, you're good
Can
for
the
now.
water elemental cast wash this away?
Yeah. You see the water
I cast eye
elemental, there's
bleach.
more water
Yeah.
in his eyes. It's just like,
Eye
Yo,
bleach,
what's fucked
please. Can you buy a potion called eye bleach?
I bleach.
Eye bleach.
Oh, there can be.
Yeah.
I think the
Very
spice
similar
was
to
also
spice.
Just like a. Oh, much
Never saw
better.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how much was it? It was 15.
I do have something called the
So-
Draft of Epic Supremacy still. Just throwing it out
You
there.
do. You do. You can drink it at any time.
Is it epic?
It's supreme.
Got it.
Supremely epic.
Supremely epic. Alright, now it is on you.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a swing at Mr. Water Elemental.
Okay.
It's gonna be
Welly.
epic.
Do
It's gonna be
it.
a 17.
Alright, roll all your attacks.
Second
First,
one
and then
is a
whatever.
20.
Alright, so both of them hit, roll all your damage.
Alright. Oh, no, that doesn't count.
Beautiful.
10 plus 4
That'll
is
hit.
16 for
And
the
then
first
second
one.
I can attack twice also. I've been
Oh.
fixing.
16 and
Oh, 16 and what was it? 7.
Alright.
23 points of damage.
23 points
Which
of
will
damage.
get halved, obviously, but
Yeah,
better than nothing.
It will. Alright. Now that is done. Now it is on.
Me.
I think I'm. Oh.
This gentleman.
Wait, really?
Oh, Bikel, oh yeah, you just awakened, so
I
it
just
is on you.
awakened.
Yeah, that's right.
Really? Oh, okay.
Because you were,
I don't know something.
you were 13, I think.
Alright. So I'm at 15 out of 52 health, but instead of healing myself, I'm just gonna attack.
Good
Yeah.
plan.
Do it.
That's what
And
wise
okay,
people
it's
do.
complicated. So I can attack twice.
Yeah.
I also have
Your Hunter's Mark.
Colossus Slayer and Hunter's Mark. So Colossus Slayer gives me an extra 1d8 if it's below its HP maximum,
Mhm.
which it is. And then Hunter's Mark gives me, I think, an extra 1d6.
Nice.
Ooh.
Right?
That's
Yeah. Now we got the damage coming in.
You're gonna finish it.
So then,
Yeah.
If
the
you
Hunter's
can
Mark
touch
and
him.
Colossus Slayer, can they apply to both of my attacks? Or
I
just
think
one?
so. I think so. I think both.
I think it's because I think that they say when you hit with an attack, right?
Yeah, it's whenever you hit.
Because for
Yeah,
example,
whenever you hit it with a weapon attack.
yeah, because for example, like sneak attack says the first time you hit on a turn. If it only is useful for one attack.
Okay, okay. So it will apply to both attacks.
Yep.
Nice.
And then my wolf will take an attack as well,
Kick
which I don't think
that
anything.
You're
I don't think
gonna-
anything
this
is
applies
our-
to the wolf, right? Okay.
Jane is stepping up to the plate right now.
Right.
She's
You
about to
know,
drop
just
some
waited
weird
for the
burst
spell
damage.
to dissolve by
Yeah.
itself, you know.
Alright.
Iceland.
Yeah.
Oh
Blizzard.
Oh
no.
no.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So that's like a miss.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna hit.
Alright, so then the next one. Next attack.
It's a 15 plus.
Alright, add those bonuses and kick some booty. 15 will hit. 15 will hit.
15 will hit. Okay.
Yeah, it'll hit clean.
So, okay, so 1d8, 1d6.
Okay.
Plus
And
your
then
regular
1d8.
stuff.
What's your normal?
Oh, yeah, my normal attack.
Regular
Sorry.
damage, yeah.
This is like complicated.
That's good.
Normal
it's
is
good to figure it out
1d8
now, because you
plus
guys are-
3.
This is the
Okay.
Plus a
battle.
1d8 plus 1d6.
So you basically have 2d8 plus 3 plus 1d6.
Tis but a prelude.
Let's see, 6 and a 3 plus 3, so
You're 12 so far.
12
And you
plus
have another
1d6
1d6.
plus 2,
So 14.
14.
Oh man.
Okay, so that's it for me, and then the wolf goes.
So I would drink whiskey.
What's happening?
Colin
What's
whiskey.
your problem?
I think whatever's
Can you refill
after
me with
these.
some
Yeah, I'll
Colin
get you
whiskey?
some Colin whiskey.
I think whatever's after these water
Good old
elementals
Colin
is not.
whiskey.
I've just been
Colin
gross.
What do you mean
whiskey for the
after?
later.
Colin
Yeah, I
whiskey
mean,
to watch it
After.
down.
Yeah, if you
Alright,
wake up
what was the
being
net
gross,
damage
you'll
I
be
actually
14.
14? Okay, that's good.
Alright, so
Not
that's
bad.
14 for me, and
Piercing.
then it's longbows, so yes.
Yeah, that'll be piercing. Okay.
And then Morty's gonna take a bite.
Okay.
Just bite him, Marty.
So Morty gets. I think Morty gets advantage because of the wolf pack thing. If any people are
some
within
people
5
are
feet,
nearby, and,
So Morty gets advantage.
And Feather Witch is nearby.
Yeah, because I have the wolf as my totem spirit.
and that too.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
And
free?
then
Do you get advantage on?
That's why when
on-
people get advantage when I'm close.
Is that just on the damage or on the hit?
advantage on
Um,
attack?
It's advantage on your attacks
Got
because
it.
whenever it gets to like actual hit dice, like damage dice, that's less. That can't get influenced by as much.
that
The
is
damage.
an 18 will
damage
hit,
too,
right?
but- Pardon me. 18 will hit.
Okay, so I won't bother
So
rolling
the
the
wolf
second one.
gets it.
I
think it was 1d8, right?
So
No.
2d4 plus 2,
2d4.
and then plus my proficiency modifier, so
Okay.
plus 3. 2d4 plus 2. That's 4, 3, 7 plus 2, 9 plus 3 is 12.
Okay.
Nice.
Damn, Morty!
26 altogether, baby.
Damn, son!
Carry.
I might die again.
It's okay, your glass cannon.
You're further back.
Last
now.
cannon.
You're 10 feet back now.
All right. So the water elemental is looking kind of rough.
Go, Morty!
That was a good noise for the water element.
Yeah. Yeah, he's feeling bad. He feels bad, man. And it is your turn.
Alright.
He's like,
Oh,
suicide.
Yeah, he is like the one like
The
skill.
only person that
Thanks,
actually does
Ryan,
any
thanks,
real
yeah.
damage to this
Yeah.
The lightning breath was good.
Alright,
Fine, but
we're gonna ice knife it again.
Once
Alright.
per short rest.
And that is a 15.
I died.
Saving
That's
throw.
good.
I lost my save. Fascinating. And so good. Both of you need to do a save for Chase's move.
I mean,
Oh,
So you missed the save?
I missed.
which kind of save?
Dex.
Dexterity,
But we
right?
get
Yeah.
advantage. So I'm gonna need
19
it.
plus...
Not 20. Okay.
All right. So you
21.
saved 21. Okay, so both of you saved. I failed.
12 plus 18 points of cold damage.
So again, turns frozen solid. Crumbles a little bit as he is.
Literal
This
god.
fucking guy.
I walk in. You guys
I
call
like
us from an interrogation that we've got running to come clean up your mess. And I just barely flick my fingers at it and they fall to the ground. What happened here?
I liked it better when he was asleep.
Yes. Go back. Here, have some spice.
I want to bask in this in a
Did
clean
you take
sip of
spice?
Have some
No.
Did you accept
spice.
spice? Okay.
No.
He's like, so
This guy.
I'm
want to go back to the interrogation?
chomping at the bit.
I mean,
There's
just
nothing to loot.
I come in, I wreck shop, I go to sleep. I mean,
That's what I
it's a typical day for me.
All right.
I loot the water.
He goes up, he just fills a cup with some of the water and just stuffs it in his bag.
So in the
Thirsty.
far distance,
Yeah,
you can
hydration.
see your initial quarry. I guess he'd actually disappeared. That's right.
He got
He got teleported.
Well, why don't we take a rest somewhere?
Yeah, that's a
Let's
good
go
idea.
to a nice little inn.
Do we
Where
really
nobody
want to?
knows us.
We're in the middle of a pursuit of people. Do we really want to
How-
take an
how do we-
8-hour rest?
How do we
I think we lost the
pursue?
guy. He
If we don't
disappeared.
sleep
He
during
got
the night.
teleported away.
I mean, yeah, he does. That's the problem, is that we should go back to the castle because he now knows that we discovered him, so he's gonna
be
Yeah.
summoning,
I mean,
marshaling the troops.
And if we
against
give him
us.
8 hours head start on us, we're pretty boned.
Also,
you
though, if
can
we-
definitely
if I-
do that if
so-
you want.
That's a
If I
terrible
kill 5
plan.
people, we can all teleport to the castle.
If we what?
If I kill 3 people.
I wanna
Oh, you
do
didn't kill him. You just drained a little bit of their
Yeah.
life.
I wanna do an
just
ar-
a little bit.
Yeah.
Drums, remember the drums?
Yeah.
You
Yes.
I wanna do an Arcana check to see if there's
So that dried also the half dead humans.
Oh, that's true.
So if I, but when I asked how many
But the dwarves left
partitions.
their bodies in the house.
Oh really?
Yeah, because they took something out of one of their pockets and took off back towards the castle as well.
Can,
Yeah, I was just go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to do an Arcana check to see if there's anything we can glean from the teleport to see where he went.
Yes. Roll that check, please.
Yes.
Who else is strong at Arcana?
I am.
I do love a good.
I think I have 6, so probably
Can't say
I can launch dice, but I won't be.
I'm an expert. I'm an expert.
10.
Okay.
I got this.
10 is just.
Got this.
Unless somebody wants to assist them, you can get a little bit of information. 10.
It is
I got a
assist.
20.
So you both roll Arcana.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can sense that he kind of teleported in the general direction of the capital, whereas you know that one of the. I guess you were in the castle, so you kind of know the general layout. So the culprits, Louis Vuitton seemed to have teleported back to his quarters in the castle.
Let's go pay him a visit then.
No,
Um,
what? No, we're going
But
to
actually,
castle.
it wasn't him.
Little fresh.
But you realize it wasn't him that teleported. It was a signature of magic that very similarly mimics the teleportation spell that you saw him use against the creature that he
Ooh,
jumped
they
inside.
definitely have another.
Where
piece.
is? And do you know where that signature coming from, or?
So he can't tell where the signature came from. He
Oh.
tells where the spell went.
Yes.
So the spell brought him right to his quarters, his rooms in the castle, using a similar type of magic than what just happened.
So
for you to get
he
to.
probably has. I mean,
It wasn't him. He said, "Master, help."
The
And then
master
his
could be the
master
amulet.
teleported him. Yeah, Master has the other piece.
Or the
can
master
have
is the amulet.
It's the amulet. Yeah.
That's what I said.
That's what I'm saying. He might have the amulet
He
on
might have.
himself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like his master could just be him talking to the
Oh,
amulet.
Does that mean he's been totally
Barney
by the
number
amulet
2.
and calls the amulet
Well,
master?
anyway, when we're going to fight him, and
We should go track him down because we don't want him to harm any of. We want to warn everybody else, all the other leaders, before he can hurt anyone.
It could be someone else that he was talking to who has the amulet.
Yeah,
And
we should
the
go.
only way we're gonna find out is go find him.
Yeah.
Let's let's heal up a little.
We're fresh, Lappy there.
I feel like a rest right now is gonna end up with a dead castle of people.
I have some healing potion. Let's have a healing potion or two.
I mean, you can definitely do
Can we
potions.
go?
You
Yeah,
have
can
time
we
for
like
Yeah.
equip up in the town?
On our run to the town.
You can look for a potion store on the way.
Here, I mean, we can also trade potions between each other, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Um,
So, are you guys heading back to the castle, or are you guys going to try to do some sort of healing?
I think we
We
should
can
run back
maybe-
there.
I agree.
All right.
Or you can chug a potion.
Can I
real
chug a
quick.
potion on the way?
Where
Just
we-
so
I am still pretty
Where
hurt.
Where do you want to go? I didn't
Okay.
The castle?
understand.
To the
I
castle.
have a
So two
potion.
But
people
he's there
in the
now.
castle.
I
Huh?
don't have one.
So
Yeah,
why
he's
not,
there.
Why not go to the
Plus two,
dwarf
8.
place and rest there because he's not going to go back
We-
soon, I guess.
But we don't want to rest because, like, he knows that we're in pursuit.
Yeah,
Like, he knows that we know who he is.
They're now on alert, right? Now
Yeah.
they know that we're here fucking their shit up. They're not going to just be like, maybe I should just kick it and do nothing for 8 hours, right? They're going to be.
Like,
in
if we're gonna
their
It's
if
range.
we're,
going to
if
be
we're, if
so
we're gonna
much-
catch him or stop him from killing the leaders, we need to go now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. I chugged my potion. Let's do it.
Oh damn! I need some
We-
potions.
we will
I don't
Can
have any.
can he heal out of
I
turn?
have 2 healing
Malice
potions
because
you
we
can
don't
have.
sleep
Yeah?
during the.
Yeah.
You said last time it was pretty much midnight, so if now we're like in the middle of the
Do you want me
night.
to
We
bend
will
over
have
you for them?
minus
Or?
6 or
What was it? What was
Let's
Does the
just
character
say
have minus
you
6?
owe me a favor.
Analysis?
Oh
You know,
god,
like
you don't want to owe him a
minus
favor.
points.
In fact,
No,
you owe me 2
no, no.
favors because I had to do 2 healing potions.
You had a long
Oh,
rest
yeah.
day
Don't wanna
recently
owe him
before, so
favors,
like,
but
unless
that's
it
the
like
only choice.
completely is like 4 or 5 in the morning, then you won't have to.
So,
You won't have exhaustion. I'm not really going too heavy on exhaustion
Is that the
type
numbers?
things.
so what does the my glove do then?
What is your
What?
glove?
Yeah. You said they were probably or maybe magical, so I just curious.
I mean, they're probably or maybe magical.
I
That's a
have
good
probably
point.
magical gloves.
Potentially.
They
If
either
you're still
are or
currently
are not
magical.
magical.
You got the gloves. You got the
Schrödinger
stone
gloves.
gauntlets, right? Yeah, you got the
Yes.
stone
It
gauntlets.
just
Little did you know, it was actually the stoned gauntlets.
And they are spice based.
all that since since
They start to vibrate whenever spice is near.
What type of potions were they?
Just regular healing potions.
So they give you +1 AC.
They already give me
+1 AC.
plus 2 AC.
Oh,
Isn't
they're
that
gonna-
what they're magical for? Or
I think that was it though. And then
Okay.
+2 AC, right?
yeah, I was just okay.
Okay, that's right. And I knew it was just an AC buff. I forget.
And then once
Oh,
every
precise.
36 months, you can turn 1 woodland creature to stone.
Yeah, confirmed. That's also true.
Nice. I remember that. One wooden creature,
Yeah, one
like
wood-
a rabbit or
Yeah, like a rabbit. Just
can I change like a part of a human?
You can change like a toe.
Only if you can prove that the human is a woodland creature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Has to
you
be
have
from
to-
a wooded area.
That's
You have to convince that human that they're a woodland creature. Wait, I'm a dog.
If you need
I'm a
help
little
with that,
bunny
I'm
rabbit.
very
What about a
persuasive.
wood elf? What about a wood elf?
If they
It
will
works.
identify as woodland creature.
And they also identify as a creature, which might be somewhat of an insult, but maybe they will.
You just gotta find that low IQ elf.
All right, so
Like
So-
Sariel.
so
Like
you all
Sariel.
are running through. Yeah, if you see Sariel, maybe she'll be wandering around aimlessly. I'll just make you guys role play your NPCs from the other campaigns.
Sariel would be of no use to us.
Okay, so
Alright, to drink the potions, do I have to roll
so
out combat?
what's the plan? You guys are just drinking
Yeah,
potions, or are you gonna try
They're
to?
chugging potions as we run.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are running back to the castle,
Took a beer
I'm
mark.
going to
Yeah.
fight tonight.
It's like,
and you've
Lady
never
Regulus.
met your mother, right?
I no, I.
We're
She
gonna
sang
talk
me a
about how I met her
lullaby.
mother?
She's saying you well, but like it's.
But I was very young when she
how
left.
would you recognize her?
Of course, I recognize the picture, so yes,
right,
I would.
that's right, okay.
Yes.
All right, so
What's going to happen? More family drama.
more family.
I will murder them all.
That's mean.
Right.
You're a mean group of adventurers.
You're a
I
mean
will
person.
murder them all. I don't even care. My brother just tried to murder me, so.
So you all rush back to the. So
Like
yeah,
water in
as
the
you're
fridge
healing
now.
in, you all rush back to the castle. It's all. You see right where the quarters, his like the Illuminator's quarters were, a just hole in the wall, and it's just all fire.
It's like a human-shaped hole.
No,
It was a large.
Or a rose
He got
letter.
teleported sort of close on the way in.
No. So you see this big hole in the wall, and you see a kind of a sphere of fire and water, kind of like operating in this like kind of orb. And you see a shadowed figure inside.
Mama.
Do I see who this shadowed figure is with
So
dark vision?
you guys can all stealth,
Oh.
which is probably not a bad idea, unless you want to just like blaze it in, which is totally cool.
That's stealth. That's stealth.
One of us.
I don't know, guys. I'm not really a stealth kind of guy.
I mean,
How does an
you know
8
what?
work for you?
Wait,
How does
there's
a
a
five
big bike
work?
guy in the middle of
Probably me.
the street.
What happened to the one
In
who
the
was
in the
stupid?
castle. Yes, it's
Huh.
in the castle.
I mean, there's a few bison that got killed. Nobody will suspect the.
Nobody will suspect you.
Fine.
Nice.
We're not too quiet.
I got a 9.
I got an
I
8.
I have a stealthy spell. Can I cast it?
You can cast it.
Please do. Please do. It's okay.
Jump half
It
that.
was
Yeah.
stealth.
Ah,
I cast Pass
So
Without
13 on
Trace.
that.
So
Is that for all of us?
everyone I choose within 30 feet of me
You get to choose. That's such a fun way to be a dick. Everyone but this person specifically. I just gave you 2 healing potions.
I got a lot of choices.
You stole so many kills from us.
I protected you from yourselves. You're hitting water with axes and shooting bows through them. Come on. One job. You're adventurers, damn
You
it.
even had your dog bite it.
And then when it didn't work very well the first time, you guys are like, you know what? I might have been a fluke. I might as well try that shit again.
We have very few. No, not all of us have ice spells, okay?
Amateurs. I travel with amateurs.
It's like that one character you always play with in HOTS that like will come in at the last second and steal your kill. And
That's
you're just
right.
like, what the fuck? That was mine!
I steal every kill. No, what it is they're my kills that you warmed up for. They were always mine. I don't steal
They were
anything.
always
Alright,
mine.
so a fog descends on all of us except a big middle finger shaped fog descends on the switch.
Aw.
It's still fog, it's still stealth, but it's a big middle finger.
It's still fog.
Very
I-
phallic looking.
Alright, very
I mean,
foul.
A
Fog.
big fig
Is
fog.
it at least impressive? That's all I need to know.
It's an impressive fog.
Okay.
No, it's short and sad fog.
Yeah.
Fog-
It's having a bad Tuesday.
It's a fog chode.
How do you
Fog
want to
show.
attack the thing?
I mean, I am pretty short, so.
So, how do you want to attack the thing?
So
Don't attack
you,
the thing.
Are you
What the fuck are you
No,
doing?
I'm asking them.
I don't want to.
That's why we're stealth.
We're
I
not
want
gonna
to
go like deep into the stealth game just to be like, nah, I really think we should go fuck with the guys, poke it a little bit, just see what's up.
Okay,
It's
let's
like
see
hiding
what
in the
they
bushes
start
and like
to-
dropping something on them.
I'm asking them, that's how. If
Right,
it's
so-
possible to steal the life force from this distance, or.
Oh, so you want to try to steal its life force?
I am asking how difficult it would be.
You're asking. They say.
They're gonna
"Oh,
sense
we
it. They're gonna
would,
sense it.
We would love to try.
They're gonna
Go ahead
sense
and
it.
roll me insight check.
They're gonna
He's
sense it.
weak! We need to take it from him.
Do we know that this is happening right now?
They're gonna sense
No, we
it.
don't.
No.
It's 8.
Oh.
So you believe that it would be effective to try to steal its life right now?
Really?
Oh. Here we go.
So you have to.
Does anybody
That's
have more
the
healing?
Yeah.
Does anybody have any more healing potions?
So
Okay.
Mine
I
was
guess I have to.
consumed.
yeah.
That's the question.
And I
So you
rolled
reach out your hand and you try to steal
Can
its
I
life.
try to ask to steal some other life force before, or should I?
So all you all notice is that suddenly Zuka's feet lift about an inch off the ground, and his eyes gloss over, and almost like led by the neck, he starts just slowly rising off the ground towards
Grab
the ball
him.
of fire and water.
Yeah.
Who's
I grab
closest
him.
to him?
I
I'm
grab
not
him.
touching him.
So you grab him.
Yeah.
Strength check,
Okay.
and he's still rising. And then
Um.
I'm gonna have the necklace go in this direction.
That's just pure strength or saving throw.
Strength. This is pure strength.
16.
All right. So you might need someone else to help you.
Assistance.
So you're able to kind of keep him
I'm not
suspended,
strong.
and you guys are still stealth, but like
Yeah.
it's
I'll-
a pretty
I'll help,
decent
I'll
amount
help.
of weight.
I'll help. I don't think I'm that strong.
You feel your muscles straining.
But if two of us grab him.
Strength.
Strength will be on the
Okay.
other
On the-
abilities. Yeah.
Abilities. Yeah.
Nice.
20.
Nat 20. Okay, so you're able to wrestle Zuga to the ground. Once his feet hit the ground again, he kind of comes back to his senses, but you don't remember anything that just happened. You think that everything was totally fine.
So I didn't remember asking the question at all.
You don't remember asking the question.
Okay.
You just
Zuka, what happened?
so you're
Was
gonna
it
take
the necklace?
another. You're gonna take another strike of mental fortitude here.
All
So
you had to do was like.
you really like this amulet.
What do
You
you do?
trust whatever it says.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Just play it. Play it.
So we know that the neck, like we saw the amulet lifting him up,
You
right?
just saw him going up in the neck. It didn't actually like leave his shirt and start moving, but it was like kind of like just drawn like that.
Do we think that the magical amulets that
That he wears around his
have
neck.
been have been worn to consume people's minds could have possibly been the cause of this, and are they now corrupting him?
I mean, no, he's
I haven't got corrupted. I haven't myself.
So they all gonna have to run some
Like
checks for
it.
that. Let's see. Let's do insight.
I'm an assist.
Insight
with
or
that.
Arcana,
For me?
or whoever wants to. Whoever.
I'll
Can I
assist
roll
because
for
I've been
check?
sketchy with these amulets
Well,
for a
That's
while.
true. You can get advantage because you've been
Hey.
sketchy.
We
Jeffrey, I'm gonna roll deception, just so you know.
Yeah, roll deception.
But why are we gonna ask him instead of him?
Well, he's answering. He's part of the community dialogue.
I'm too tired and sickly.
Arcana 18.
It's a question.
Arcana 18. Okay, so you get a sense that there could be some sort of mental impairment going on. Okay.
He's making when you
But you said
forward
something, right?
decisions.
Yeah, and I said, no, he looks fine. I see nothing wrong with
So you actually kind of agree with
Oh.
Twitch and Switch, where
He
it's
says
probably fine.
You did wear the amulet before, correct?
What did you roll in terms of your check?
You didn't have me roll a check.
Oh,
yeah, insight
sorry,
or
insight or
Arcana.
Arcana check to get a sense of like how suspicious, and you get
Do I
that
have to,
check with
or-
advantage.
But
Oh, advantage? Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's an 18.
Okay.
Wait, don't you roll
I'm not.
twice for
I wasn't.
That was my second.
I also
Yeah.
wanted to make an argument for the fact that we were just warned by dwarves and the humans previously that the necklaces can
Were
corrupt
dangerous.
people and are very dangerous, and,
And
we
we
just
used the
saw him
truth
being
serum.
lifted up by his neck.
And that was also under the truth serum, the truth
That's true.
spell. So
I didn't see much of anything. It looked like he was just jumping in the air to me.
And who are the two
We
people who
obviously
have
saw
worn the
him
necklace?
floating in the air toward that.
I mean,
We had
you
to
say
literally
one thing,
pull
I
him
see
down.
We
another thing.
He
we
said,
needed
she
two
said.
people to pull him down.
I mean, who knows what any of us
I have a 13 insight check,
I got an 18.
but we saw what we saw of
And
two
we
of you
also
needing
have
to
the-
pull him
I mean,
down.
you guys have been pretty delirious lately. I mean, you did call us over to fight a puddle
You
of
were
water.
passed out.
I mean,
You were passed out for 2 days.
I was
He just
sleepy.
lifted into the air by his neck.
He jumped. He's very athletic.
They warned us that this was going to
Did
happen.
he jump continuously while they pulled on him?
All right.
Do you know
so,
how half orcs work? I don't know.
So as
I
you
do.
all,
I'm a half orc.
You're half orc, half elf. You shut your mouth.
So
I
as
wouldn't
you
think I would
all,
be more magical. He's half human.
as you all are kind of silently, stealthily, I'm sure stealthily, discussing.
what you're talking about. You have lost it. You have lost all
They're
credibility.
out of the group.
You see Salam, the elf queen.
Salami.
Salami. Walking towards. She walks out of like kind of like the main palace, and she starts like drawing symbols on the ground, like doing a working against whatever's happening.
So she's
And you
okay,
see, and
really.
everyone with Arcana, even
I-
like a little bit.
Oh,
of
we're doing
average
art
Arcana.
project
I-
now. We upload a piece
I
of
immediately-
stuff from my
I immediately run over to help her.
So you run over
Stealth
to.
though,
So you
So
can
you
say
leave.
stealth
Oh,
because
okay.
you kind of have this fog around you. So you run over to her, and she says, she looks over you and says, "God, do you know who did this?"
Louis Vuitton.
She thinks for a second and is like, "I should have known. He was too close to us after all this time." And
My
him
queen,
and his mother
My queen,
had
I don't mean
Yes.
to trouble you at this point.
His mother what?
But you did task us with finding who caused all of this trouble, and I wish to aid you as best as possible. You had shown me an orb that might be of use in our adventures going forward, and I feel like now might be the time that I could use this to our advantage to help us in this fight.
She roll me persuasion.
What did you say?
I say this in privacy to the queen. What did I? Sorry, what you said? Persuasion.
That's right. You don't have to roll too high. She's probably gonna believe you if you beat a 5. Did you get a 5?
I
Almost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
7,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Perfect. So she's like, okay. She says, "Listen. This orb can protect a small area against the effects of the heralds, but you must be very careful to stay close to me. Do you understand?" And she hands you the orb, but she kind of like keeps like the hand on your collar just to kind of like make sure you don't leave. So then she just continues her working on the ground. You kind of see like the symbols that she's drawing even though they're like not really even marking in the dirt, like they're kind of these like silver ethereal lines that are remaining behind.
And I rolled like
beginning to rise and to form letters.
I
That
rolled
are,
a 15 Arcana. I don't know if that.
and that was to check the.
The symbols, or I don't know. You said to roll Arcana. I don't know.
Oh, that was maybe a little while ago.
That was to check
For
against the necklace.
to check against the necklace.
So
right. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was because it was like, oh, she's like drawing some stuff. Anyone comes.
Oh, did you want to
Arcana.
see what she was doing?
Yeah.
But I guess we kind
Okay,
of
so
are.
she's.
I don't know
You
if
can
it-
tell that she's summoning up some defensive magic, and something to try to diffuse what's going on. Okay.
I follow her very closely with the orb. How big is the radius?
The orb is about 30 feet. So
Diameter or radius?
Just spherical 30 feet. A sphere protection against these amulets.
Oh, it's huge. I thought it was like a little.
So it's not a 30-foot orb. It's a little orb, but its radius of protection is about 30 feet.
30 feet around.
Otherwise it'd be difficult
30
to
feet in
put
any
that-
direction
that's
from
your
its
backpack.
origin.
What's that?
30 feet in any direction from
Or
its
15
origin.
That's right.
feet in each direction.
30 feet in any direction. So it's
30
like a
feet in
60 feet net
Okay.
Radius. Or diameter. Okay. Okay.
30 foot radius, 60
Just so I know.
Cool.
Okay.
Where are we right now? We're in the
So
castle.
yeah, so you're in the castle. Let me do a quick one. I don't think I need this anymore.
And we were stealth to hide from Louis Vuitton, but now we're talking to the Elf
Yeah.
Queen. So
No,
So you're in the
he's
castle.
talking to the elephant.
This is like the front gate here. You guys just came in, and you're standing right here, stealth. And these are the walls, and here's the sphere, in kind of like Louis Vuitton's quarters. And then here's like the elf priestess doing like some funny things, and then Hypochondria's just right next to her. And the
The
walls
rest of
extend
us are
out.
still stealth though, or
Yeah, everyone's still stealth, even
Okay.
Hypochondria's.
oh, okay.
Because he ran up within a successful stealth up to her.
Okay.
So that's right. So the only person that maybe whatever is there. Are you gonna bounce?
I'll go pee. But yeah, yes.
But then you gotta bounce. Yeah.
I think we do too. I have to drop
That's
some
fine,
ankle
yeah.
brace with
We can
Chrissy.
start the fight
Tonight.
the
We
next
can
session.
yeah we can end if that's
Was that
Yeah.
there?
All right.
kind
Shall
of
we?
good.
Let's call it.
And
So yeah. So you guys are getting ready to throw down with whatever this thing is.
we're gonna die, aren't we?
I mean, yeah,
Seriously
that seems
gonna
likely,
die.
yeah.
Seems
Yeah.
likely.
Yeah.
Seems likely.
I mean, I
we
don't
take
know,
a
I
nap
only have
while
one,
in the safety of
question
the
is-
orb.
I only have one spell slot left, so.
I have like
That's
half my
easy.
health left.
Yeah.
We are getting
Alright.
you a third part
Take
of
it
the
easy, everyone.
necklace.
Thanks for bringing it out.